Hello, hi guys. Welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. It's been a great week. We've seen some things we never thought we would see in this lifetime. We thought we would. Uh, I never thought we would cherish such a moment. This smile is because of many things. First and foremost, thank you to all the family members who are supporting us and to all subscribers. We have hit 490 subscribers. We are 10 away from the small milestone that is 500, and then the big one, 1,000 subscribers. To make this thing a reality, let me just appreciate all the friends. So let me call upon today's panelists again, Aarush, Salman, and Parth. How are you guys?
Yeah,
Great,
good.
man.
Yeah,
Enjoy? Enjoy? How's life?
yeah, that was a good. That was that was good yesterday.
Uh,
The thing was, I was like, I was cooking while watching the game. Like I was
mm,
cooking slash talking to my family members.
Arsenal were
So
okay.
cooking,
I was kind of like watching the match and
Uh,
not watching at the same time. Like I was like in two minds. Like, and then
okay.
I was talking to my father, and then I just peek, and then it's 2-1, and then it's three
Mm,
one, and it's 4-1, and I had to cut the call because I couldn't believe what was going on.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. That,
and then
that's that's how it will
the
be.
fifth one
Like,
was just like a just extra insult for
mm,
just for the
true,
fun.
true. Oh, what about you guys, Parth and Aarush?
I'm still trying to process the result, man. I mean, I was expecting a close game, and it was anything but in the second half. The first half was
Mm,
cagey, but in the second half, I have no idea what got into us. We were
mm,
relentless. I mean, thrashing Pep Guardiola's team with 5 goals is crazy.
exactly.
It's the first time
Exactly.
he's lost by conceding 5 goals with a goal difference of
second time.
4. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's the
I think.
second time in his whole Man City career
Managerial
that
career.
he's considered five in a
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I
Mm,
think
mm,
four
mm.
zero he lost once early on to Everton when he joined City. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it looks like everyone had a great morning, great evening as well. For me, it's been, I have no idea how to process this to be very fair. Like, I didn't sleep the entire night. So much things were running. But let's just paint the picture before we come to the main picture. That is the entire game.
Yep.
Right. It started off with a bang the entire week. Nottingham Forest beating the shit out of Brighton 7-0. And then ours going viral on Twitter and on Instagram. It,
Yeah, fair enough.
that happened. And I mean, it's Brighton. It's not like Southampton or not even Leicester. It was Brighton
Yep.
who they beat 7-0.
It was a
And
very entertaining game.
exactly.
You know,
Exactly. Did you get
more than City,
go ahead?
I would wish we do this to Brighton once. Yeah, they always are paying for us.
True.
Yeah, we
That is
dropped
very
4 points to this Brighton team this season.
Yeah.
Yep.
true. That is
Also,
very
they were
true.
playing. They were playing the center back, that Hinshelwood guy as the lone CDM. I mean, it was
No, Hinchelwood
suicidal
isn't a
to.
center back.
Yeah,
He's a
exactly.
wing back.
Hinshelwood is a center back, and he was playing there, and it was. I mean, you can't set up like that against the best counter-attacking team in the league.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's very evident as to how one game Baleba doesn't play and they just get
Yeah.
exposed completely on the transition.
But
True. True.
what a
True.
week it's been for Forest fans. They got beaten 5-0
Yeah.
by Bournemouth, and
Mm,
they thrashed 7-0. They thrashed Brighton 7-0. I mean, crazy man.
exactly.
It's just actually not a fluke. The kind of season they're having, they're actually a
Yeah.
very
And Nuno's
True.
always been a good manager. Actually,
yeah
it's just Spurs are just crap. That's they cannot. They couldn't help them out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. And after this, we had one of the most overwhelming games for as an Arsenal fan, I guess. We've expected too much from Bournemouth. I mean, I'll be the first
Played
person
really
to
good.
agree. I
Yeah.
don't think many of the decisions that happened in that game went completely against this one, uh, Bournemouth. I agree some of them did, but I guess it was just our emotion or the need for Bournemouth to do
Mhm.
something to
Yeah.
Liverpool got the over it because the penalty that Gakpo got for Liverpool initially. Initially, I was like, I can't believe that this happened, but yeah, it is the truth.
Yeah.
It was a actual penalty, and then Salah scoring out of nowhere. But you can't deny the fact that Bournemouth had enough chances to like
Yeah.
equalize and go forward before
I
the
think
Salah goal.
I think that's the thing which always irritates me. Not irritates, like saddens me about these teams. Whenever we're in a big race, Like I remember, like obviously Spurs last year when City went there, and with this big moment of other teams don't go for us. Like it's
Hmm.
always like, because I think there was a comparison, like video to video comparison. Last year, Bournemouth missed a open goal against City when
Hmm.
City went to there, and
Hmm.
same they did against Liverpool.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it was. Yeah, I
I
remember
think they
seeing a
scored a
Challenge.
corner
compilation.
routine against us.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
But
so
but
Mm-hmm.
fair play to Liverpool, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
they rode their luck, but that's the kind of season they're having.
Mm.
And I mean, I wouldn't say they are lucky, but I would say they play on moments very well. I mean,
Yeah.
they've literally got one of the best, if not the best, Premier League player of all time, who is operating at his peak. And you cannot be missing chances after chances against a team like Liverpool. Even when it was not a game where Salah was at his best, but then again,
Mm.
he gets a chance, he scores a goal. And even if we take Salah out of the equation, they've got Van Dijk and they've got Allison, who were incredible in that game. So I mean, it's just that they have got good players. I mean, they've got great players, and they are living up to the billing. And fair play to them, man.
I feel this season the fact that these three might leave is having the opposite effect as to when Klopp announced he's
Yeah.
leaving. Like last season, I think they went into pressure that, oh God, Klopp is leaving, let's win something for them. But I think this
Mm.
year the players are like more fired up, like they want to do it something.
Yep.
Yeah, Liverpool's good. It's not luck. I don't think
I
so.
mean, to be fair, around like this period is when what Klopp decided that I'm going to quit. That's what he said, and
Yeah.
within a month or so, that's when it started to like hit them, and that's when they went
Fall
downhill.
apart. Yeah.
Do you still think there is still time for them to like fall apart?
I think the main point for us is to be within three for that game at Anfield. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the
Hmm.
only thing we have to do and go and beat them at Anfield. I
Hmm.
don't think otherwise they will drop 6 points on their own or 9 points on their own. We have to beat
Hmm.
them. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
so I think that's the only thing. I I don't know. Last season, maybe they were. I think the pressure got to them eventually about
Hmm.
Klopp leaving and all. But this year, it's Arne Slot's first season, and as much as a player leaving is pressure, it's not as much pressure as a legacy manager like Klopp leaving. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
I think
And also the fact that there are similarities between the way Klopp and Slot play and set up the team, but there's a stark difference. With Klopp it was all at 100 miles an hour for
yeah,
90 minutes, but
Hmm.
when Liverpool line up with Slot, there's actually pausa in their game, and you can see that they're not running on fumes.
mm,
He rotates his squad very well. I mean, yeah, they've got the luxury of bringing on good players, which other teams at present don't have. But
Hmm.
fair play to him, man. He's managed the games really well.
yeah, true.
True, true, true. Before we continue, I just pick few comments that we had. Congrats, guys. We have more comments. First of all, being Sarangi. Hey, hello, Vivek, but welcome on the team. Hinsley Wood is actually a CM who can play as a defense.
Yeah, exactly what I said.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
But I haven't
He
seen
played as
him
a wing back for
play
them
in
last
the
season.
midfield for Brighton for all the time I've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a centre back at all times. But yeah.
Okay, okay. Pitlane Chronicles. Hey, Pitlane Chronicles. Hello, guys. Come on, you gunners. Come on, you gunners. Uh, yeah. We have Mr. Vivek Singh. We were doing what Liverpool is doing 2 years ago till the 20th game match week, scoring last minute goals and winning the matches. Didn't deserve it, but with Liverpool, there's always the slip. Hmm.
We can hope that they slip, man. But
I
at
mean,
I
present, it
think there's a
seems
difference in
highly
squad
unlikely.
quality. Like we were a team which were good, but we're getting like mature. But
Hmm.
this is an already mature team, so
Yeah, exactly.
there's a difference.
I mean, considering the fixtures that Liverpool do have on their
Hmm.
hand, it is fair enough to expect a slip, but it's very unrealistic at the same time, considering how good they've been this season in terms of tactics and just tactics, not luck.
I mean,
Yeah.
this season
Hmm.
also they were like 2-3 pockets. They were that 2-3 a stretch of 2-3 tough games, and I think they didn't
Right.
slip in any of those games. Yeah,
But
so
they
True.
I mean,
slipped in
even
the
when
ones
they've
you wouldn't
slipped,
expect them to.
even
yeah,
when
and
they've
then we
slipped,
didn't capitalize on that.
even when they've slipped, other teams haven't capitalized. So
Exactly.
Hmm.
it's actually made their slip not a slip. So yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, before we go on with the rest of the comments, people who are watching the stream, if you guys want to be involved in the discussion and want to come on to stream for a few minutes, I want to talk, want to speak your mind, do let us know. Our socials are there in the description, so you can reach us out and let us know so that we can send you a link to like join us for a few minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next comment. Baller. Hey, ballers. Do let us know what is your name. Welcome onto the stream. I hope you're subscribed and enjoy the rest of the day. Good evening to you as well. Enjoying the day with my daughter Ebin. By the way, sub growth looking dapper. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Newborn kid is the daughter. Congrats, man. Congratulations to you. Come on, you gunners. Yeah, come on, you gunners. Dog. Sub. Uh, the slip. Boga
मुश्किल
slip.
है, बहुत मुश्किल है.
See, I would take it at Anfield, but that's too dramatic or too fairy tale to assume or like, to hope, I guess.
Yeah,
But
but that realistically, that's the only shot we have, in my opinion. Like we need
Nah,
to
but
get.
but
I mean,
but
we have a
how,
game against
you
they
know,
have
the
a game against Liverpool.
the way things are going, it is
mm,
more probable that we'll have to give Liverpool the guard of honor than Liverpool taking it to that
Yeah,
match.
if the current gap stays, then we will have to give it. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
mm.
I think the only thing is February 12, Everton hit a good run of form right now. So might
Mm.
Exactly.
might, but every game I felt like that about Liverpool. This is a potential slip game, and they haven't slipped. So yeah,
yeah,
I don't
True,
know.
true.
Mm.
But I think the next comment is what I think is very encouraging for all of us and to the rest of the people. It was unrealistic to even imagine 24 hours ago what happened and how it did. True. That's
Mm.
yeah,
exactly true. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone in their wildest dreams thought we would beat four. I mean, would beat them 5-1. I know one person who predicted 3-1. That itself, when me and Parth heard it, we were like, we can't believe that you said 3-1 because Parth said 2-1. I said a nasty 1-0.
yeah.
Aarush, did you predict something? Because I don't remember
No,
you
no, no. I'd
predicting it.
left
Yeah,
out.
He,
yeah,
I
yeah,
left out.
exactly. Exactly, yeah. So it's very possible. It's highly possible at any time. सारे का बस देख लिया
अरब
अरब
भाई
ऑयल
Arab.
का खेल है और ऑयल पर तो स्लिप अरे
Oh, wow.
uh, this was him Nishit. Yeah, this is the guy who predicted 3-1 3-1
yep,
to
Nishit,
Arsenal
yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah.
even
Okay, this
Salah
is
would be
it.
humbled. Come on, MLS. That's a good one.
Ironically, Salah was
MLS.
scored from that side and
Yeah, the moment MLS stepped up and went to attack, it was Salah who scored from that exact same position that was left vacant by MLS. So yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
MLS
MLS
always
scoring
makes
at
sure.
Anfield and running to Cop and doing this. That would be the best.
No, but to be fair to him, right? I think that was the first game where he had like a big challenge, and after that, since then he's been incredible. NLD,
yeah.
against Chelsea, Everton.
I
Who
didn't even
else? Yeah,
notice
United.
Marmoush. Marmoush was playing on MLS side or the other side.
No,
he
he
was
was
playing on
playing
Timber
on
side. Timber
Ramos
Timber
side.
side.
was with
Timber.
Timber.
Timber
That
side.
was
Timber and
Yeah,
so good.
Partey, both of them.
Timber is
yeah.
like the kind of player who just goes under the radar but is always solid 7-8 all the time. Yeah,
Uh.
like so good.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's just how good Arteta's built his squad, to be honest. Because you see the
Mm,
options now that we're having off the bench as well. You have Calafiori, MLS, Timber, White,
If you can just
mm.
McTominay.
replicate the defensive depth in the offense, we are set.
Exactly. Yeah, for real.
We can fill bodies like getting Sterling, but we need somebody who's effective. That is what the
Yeah.
board needs to like help us get. But we'll
Yeah.
have to see. To be honest, I've given up on the league, just enjoying the vibes. I think even the club has given up this season, hence no signings.
Yeah, I also
The-
feel like
That's a fair assessment. You know,
I
that's
feel the last
actually a
line
fair
is
assessment.
yeah.
It's a deadline day, guys. On Twitter timeline, they've been saying that we've been trying to get Nico Williams or Gyökeres. I don't know. I don't know. Anything is possible.
It's Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
We
So.
keep we every month, every transfer window, we'll be linked to the best players, and then
Mm.
in summer, I remember Nico Williams, everyone we linked, and last deadline day loan signing Sterling. That was 11 o'clock in the night.
That's quite a possibility now, unless things, completely change with the Watkins scenario and he comes and
Mm.
joins
The
us,
way
which
Villa
I
have
don't
been
think
signing
is
attacking
probable.
players, it might.
I mean,
something
it
might happen.
also matters whether if Joao Felix agrees, I'm pretty sure that Watkins can go himself to say that I want to leave. So
Yep.
it is a
mm,
possibility.
I feel
But
mm,
I don't
Watkins.
see it
I
happening
read
though.
somewhere that one report said for Watkins feels it's his last chance to join Arsenal. Like if he
Yeah, it
doesn't
is.
get it now,
Exactly.
If he
Yeah.
wants
Yeah.
to redeem his career, that's his only opportunity, even
because
being
if
as an
if if
Arsenal
he
fan.
doesn't join Arsenal now,
mm,
and then in summer obviously we'll sign someone in striker,
mm.
like,
Yep.
and it won't
True,
be
true.
Watkins because he'll be
Mm-hmm.
30 by then. Yeah,
For sure, for sure. Nishit said Timber one-on-one, he was too good. Agreed. Tim,
100%.
and
Timber
also
is just too good.
he got an early yellow card, and still he was really, really good till
Yeah,
the very
yeah,
end.
I
I
forgot
think
about that.
people
Mhm.
forgot that part. Getting an early yellow was one thing,
I mean,
and
sometimes it's the way this
mm,
broadcasters delay showing the card. I get scared that it's a red card.
uh, uh,
like, they don't show which card is given, and then the way the players react, I was like, did this guy get a
mm-hmm,
red card?
Yep.
I was about to scream.
mm-hmm. What else do we have? Okay, Timber had to deal with 7 years as well, if memory serves
Mhm.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Then on that side,
And
they had
also,
7. Oh yeah, good.
also for the fact that to reduce Marmoush's danger, Partey was man marking him, and I think he did quite a good job to mitigate
100%.
whatever he had from the
I don't
central
know which
zones.
version of
Mm,
Part. Like, I know Partey has been really good, but this version of Partey is just class.
I
Like,
mean, actually, Thomas Partey's performance has gone under the radar. I mean,
exactly,
people
like,
are, bigging up Lewis-Skelly, Declan Rice. But for
mm,
me, the actual man of the match was Thomas
Thomas
Partey.
Partey. Yeah, exactly.
100%.
see, sell that guy. I don't care. I don't care. Tell him. Tell him. I don't care. I don't care.
But I feel 2 year contract will be the given to him at this rate.
Not 2 year, man. 1 year
No.
extension is
One.
possible, considering Jorginho is leaving.
Uh,
But
would he sign a 1 year extension? I don't
but
think
I feel
he would.
one year
He
like
would, he is what, 31?
I feel 1 year
Mm,
contract
Yeah.
and 1 year option, maybe something
Yeah,
like that.
he's not got anything left, apart if Saudi come for him.
mm-hmm. Agree. Agree. And oh yeah, this guy on the group chat, he kept saying this guy will be momos. He can't do shit. To be fair to him,
He did quite a lot.
luckily, I mean, he
No,
did much, but he
it
didn't like
was Marmoush and Savinho who had any kind of impact on the game from City's end. All
I mean,
the other
because
attackers were as good
mm,
as nothing.
I mean,
true,
Foden was
true.
playing for our side the whole game, and he was
Mm,
quite invisible the whole game as well. So apart from
mm-hmm,
Marmoush, Savino, Haaland was the only other danger that was there. And Bernardo
Yep.
true.
Silva, though, he played with an ambition to
Mm,
like kill players, step on
mm-hmm.
them, kick them, and all
This is
of
the
that.
first
So
time I'm seeing momos used in this context.
Fair, fair. Before we go with the rest of the comments, I just want to like bring up this thing that was said or said before the United was played. That was this one. Odegaard used to run the show. He doesn't run the show anymore. I mean, like how many? I mean, in the big picture, that's what Arteta and Arsenal have been trying to do. Make sure that the team is
Yeah.
efficient in multiple ways and just from the right side of things. But I think yesterday was just something else. He kept pressing from the get-go. I think he was one of the main people to even start the press as well. Like he was one who was
Yeah.
triggering
yep,
all that shit. And then the first goal came
yep.
from him as well. Like him uh, pressing on the left. I mean, pressing the defenders on the right side. And then we had obviously a mistake from Akanji, and that's what gifted us. Which
I
brings
mean, yeah,
me to this. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I put up a tweet in the morning saying like we pressed Man City as if they were Brest, but it was actually what Odegaard Odegaard actually did, man. You see from minute one how he was leading the press. You see Martinelli was actually communicating on the pitch to tell Timber to like get higher up the pitch,
Yep.
and we actually created 5v5 loads, which actually resulted in them losing the composure and us scoring, and also the
Mm,
chance which Havertz fluffed that chance as well
mm,
where Declan Rice managed to tackle. That was actually incredible.
We
mm,
actually made use of the fact that City wasn't playing with any recognized CDM. You
Hmm.
know, the defensive
mm,
awareness on Bernardo Silva and Kovacic was poor. And you could see anytime Kovacic had the ball, it was Rice who was running at him. He
Yep.
was
mm,
actually
mm,
flustered,
mm,
Kovacic, and he gave the ball away a lot of times. In times where
mm,
you can compare the same situation which Kovacic was in to Partey's, and Partey is a specialist at turning his body, getting on the half turn, and laying it off for others. But Kovacic was supposed to do that for City, and he was unable to do that because of the high press. And it wasn't even press where we're just running at them. It was press where we were closing the lines. There was actually no way City could have passed their way through. The only way they could have gone upfield was long balls, which they actually
Right.
resorted to, with John Stones going for Phil Foden, Matheus Nunes, or on the other side it was Guardiola and Savinho. So they were just doing that. They had no central progression, and City is a team that is known for progressing the ball centrally because of players that they have in Marmoush and Phil Foden.
And also, even before the game, when we were talking about how we would expect City to line up and how we would expect them to be a transition-based side, we actually countered it perfectly with how we
Yep.
pressed them. And then um, I think what improved majorly for us this game was as to how fast we built up during the chances. You see that pass from Partey when we broke transition, that line-breaking pass towards Martinelli, which Kai
Yeah.
Havertz scored. It just is something different from what we've done all season,
Exactly.
considering how City were absolutely nowhere in midfield because they gave us so much space, and we used to see both their fullbacks drop on either wings, and they just had two centre backs and Kovacic who couldn't run, and it was easy to take control of that. And also as to how we got like an XG of 1 and we scored 5 goals was again remarkable.
we basically we basically forced City into conceding chances. That is exactly what we did. We did
We
not
completely
create
broke
high
the
quality
structure.
chances on our own. It was more of we press City into making into
Errors.
letting us score goals.
And
Yeah.
like it was one of the first times that I've seen Pep Guardiola's side like actually give up in a game, and they
Mm.
didn't actually have a solution to anything.
Yeah.
They actually gave up.
No, I think like Suchi about Thierry Henry's statement. I think the second statement he made after the match was much more right. It was like he said when Arsenal play on the attack and aggressively, there's no team that can catch up to us. Like if we are on it, like if we are on it and we're aggressive and we're pressing high up, and it works, like everything's in synchrony. Nothing can stop Arsenal. Like that's just true. Any team, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, we have said this on this stream many times that we said we sit back a lot. Like after we concede the first goal, we don't go for the kill. Today, even after we scored the first goal, we did that actually. To be fair, and then, but I don't know. After I
No,
think as soon as
no, no,
City,
no, no.
no,
I don't.
we
Okay,
tried. We could have scored obviously with the Havertz goal. It could have been 2-0, and
okay,
the game
right.
would have been different. But
Yeah.
overall, if you see
We
from the
let them
first
have
goal
the
to
ball.
from the first
Exactly.
goal to the
Mm,
56th minute when they equalized,
mm, mm,
55th minute, they had most of the
mm,
ball kind of chances, you can say.
mm, mm,
And as soon as we scored, I think some flick switched on. Like they were like, okay, we cannot play like this anymore. And
mm,
then from that moment till the 30 minutes, they could handle us. Like
Yeah.
they had no answer. And I
They
think
mm,
didn't
that
have a shot from the time Haaland scored as well.
So I think
mm,
that
mm,
that mentality shift should, if Arsenal, if this game is a mentality shift, it's good. Like if they are able to go for the kill every game, it's better. I know it doesn't
mm,
make sense every game to do that. I think Villa game which we did 2-0, which we should have actually kind of consolidated the result instead of
mm,
going for more goals,
mm,
and we went for more goals and we left everything open at the back. So,
mm, mm.
but yeah, I think that balance is still there to be struck for Arsenal.
There was actually a lot of similarity in the way City had the ball yesterday and the way United had the ball when we beat them 2-0
Hmm.
at the Emirates. I mean, it was like the first half possession stats were like 35-65 in favor of the opposition, but
Mm,
most of the possession was in United's case, it was with the centre backs who
mm,
had no way to progress it upfield, and with City, it was with their full backs and their right winger and left winger. I mean,
mm,
basically, what they were doing was they were trying to push the ball out wide. It went from Matheus Nunes to Phil Foden to Kovacic to Silva to Matheus Nunes again, and it was just a circle. So they had all the possession, but it was meant to do nothing because
Hmm.
that is actually how we wanted the game to pan out. We were just closing all the spaces they had to attack. So
mm,
what they could have done was to cross the ball, which Matheus Nunes cannot because he's not a natural fullback, and that is a position where he isn't meant to play, but for some
mm,
reason he's playing. And again, it all boils down to the instincts, the player has. If there's a right back, he'll cross the ball in the first time, and with the kind of aerial presence Haaland has, they'll create
mm,
chances. But City
mm,
was not able to do that. Even the crosses they
mm,
were putting in were just at the head of our defenders. So I mean,
mm,
the tactical decision to sit back in the first half after scoring the goal wasn't the best in my opinion, but
mm,
it worked. And I'm glad in the second half, we got off the blocks quick, because if we played like that, the way we played in the first half, I'm pretty
mm,
sure there would have been a similar result like the one we had earlier this season,
right,
where it was a draw or a close match. It would have
mm,
been.
mm.
No,
True, true.
I think
Before,
I think
okay.
that one more point. I always felt that Pep was slightly he's not overrated. He's obviously really good, but he's like slightly exaggerated how great he is because his teams used to be very very good, and I think this
Okay.
season I think he's basically a silver spoon manager because every time he's had the best team around him, and
Mm,
this season when there has been issues with him, he
mm,
has not been able to tactically adapt to
mm,
the league as much as he should have. I'm not saying
mm,
he's obviously been won so much. He's the best manager of all time. The amount of
mm,
trophies he has won. But
mm,
I'm saying, like for this game example, we missed our best player. They missed their best player. They
mm.
didn't. They didn't have Rodri. We didn't have Saka. We didn't even
Mm.
have Gabriel Jesus, who was in form.
We
They
didn't
had
have Tomiyasu also.
we had okay Tomiyasu White. So these are four like players who were starting 11 like kind of
Mm.
level of players. They had KDB, they had the new signing Marmoush, they had
And they didn't have
they
Ake, they didn't have Ruben Diaz, which is key to the defense
Doku.
as well.
oh yeah
Doku as well.
yeah but I feel that adaptability wise he has struggled like a bit this
Mm,
season. Like
mm,
he hasn't been able to adapt a system. Like it's and like we can say yeah 5-1 is like crazy result, but
mm,
it's not the first time this season they've lost by 4 goals. Like they've lost. Spurs went to City and won four. Spurs who are in 16th right now or 15 whatever. They won 4-0
oh,
at Etihad or 4-1 or whatever, and they lost to Sporting I think 4-0 I think so or something like that.
One year.
So yeah, I think this season like it has shown that it's like how important a good squad is. It's like
mm, mm, mm,
even the best manager in the world, if you don't have a proper squad, you cannot win. I think my main point in saying this is like about coming to Arteta. Like if you see this season, and I think I made this point in some other with other friend. This season,
mm,
Arteta has been at really good level. I feel personally, like in
mm,
terms of his managing, like he has managed the games. I think
mm,
even the run where we drew many games, we
mm,
were having the okay, XG doesn't say the whole story, but we were having the XG win in most of the games. I
mm,
would say
mm,
like as a coach, he coached wins almost every game this season. Like he
Hmm.
coached a
mm,
win almost every game, and we
mm,
lost games because of like individually we can't score. Because today we scored 5-1, but we know the next match we'll have similar chances and we won't score a single one
mm.
because our players are very hot and cold in front of goal.
True,
And
true.
I think our defense has also made some mistakes which I didn't expect us to make in the league, like in
Ah,
some games.
mm,
Like
mm, mm.
Haaland dunked on Saliba. Like to be honest, if we drew that match, it would have
Yeah.
been really funny. Yeah.
True,
So
true, true.
I think if
Mm,
we see the season, like it has been
mm,
disappointing in the league, but I think
mm,
Arteta, like if you're really a fan and if you really analyze the game, you can. I
mm.
don't get people who are against Arteta. Yeah,
True,
that
true.
doesn't.
Mm. Let's take a few chats that we got. Uh, Emirates has that Bellingham or Rooney arrogance, and he backs it with his talent. His forward runs are really a thing of joy. The way he sends Silva towards his left foot and then scored with his right foot. That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean, ah, he's such a great talent. I remember even Aarush mentioning, I think 2, 3 years, 2, 3 seasons back, it's like all. all the hype or all the cameras or all the headlines is about Ethan Nwaneri, but all the good things have been coming from Myles Lewis-Skelly.
Yeah.
I had
He's
messaged you
just
after the
phenomenal.
Carabao Cup, the first
I,
game. The
hmm,
first
hmm,
game
hmm,
they both played, I told, I don't know why I feel MLS is better. Like, I'm not saying that
hmm,
anyone is better or worse, but I
hmm,
just loved MLS from the moment I saw him. Like,
hmm, 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 hmm.
I think he's
Next.
also
Both
building.
of them. The thing is, both of them actually provide this squad with something they're actually lacking.
hmm,
We lack a threat between the lines, and MLS with his ball carrying, he can progress into those areas. And also, the goal that he scored yesterday was from a
Hmm,
position that was between the lines. He actually, was between the defenders, and the ball was
hmm,
fed into him by Rice. So
hmm,
that is a part of our game which I think hasn't been tapped enough. And with MLS coming in, that has been addressed. And with Ethan Maneri, the thing is, there's that ingenuity a player should have where he's taking on his man, where he's
hmm.
taking shots, and where basically a player is good when he's unpredictable. And with
That's
Ethan
also a
Maneri,
point of yesterday's game. We
yeah,
actually shot the
he's
ball.
actually got all the qualities that you would want from a player, who wants to make an impression or who can impact games.
hmm,
Because when you look at other players, I mean, if we take Saka out of the team, our attack is more or less predictable.
Hmm.
The way we play, the way the ball goes in, the way we cross, the way we take shots. I know what's coming. And with Ethan
hmm,
Maneri, neither do I know what's coming, nor do the opponents.
hmm,
So
hmm,
that's actually good, and that is something we lacked in our team. And it is also the ball carrying.
hmm.
Our team has lacked ball carriers, and Ethan Maneri and Myles Lewis-Skelly have been progressing the ball really well.
True, true. Agree, completely agree. Oh wait, hey Ainsley, it's been a while. I think the last two streams we have not seen you, if I'm not wrong. Welcome back,
Yeah.
Dr. Ganesh. Hello, sir. How are you? Welcome to the stream. If Martinelli scored, I would have shit on your face, but yeah, you're lucky that Martinelli didn't score yesterday. Uh, Nishit Taka will be ready after the Dubai tour.
I doubt it.
Inshallah,
No,
inshallah,
It's too
inshallah. We
early
don't
though,
know.
isn't it?
Too early, too early. And they what? They're going like after like 3 4 days.
yeah,
Oh yeah, the
we
three
after
four
the
days. Huh?
Newcastle game after the
Hmm.
5th of February. Yeah,
After the 5th of
He'll
February.
come Newcastle.
I really do think we can do something that game.
I think we can at least take it to pens. Yeah.
I can't touch enough wood for all the jinx that you're trying to set up.
I'm
Uh,
not getting
at,
My
fully
God, this again. Arteta smirked.
right at the end of the post match, and you're thinking it is some.
He smirked many times. Nothing happened.
See, you tell me what is wrong. Didn't we aren't we the same club that signed Ozil? Eh? Aren't we the same clubs that signed Oba?
Aren't
Aren't
we
we
the
the
we've
same
same
club
club
that
actually
that
had
signed Sterling? Yeah.
yeah, aren't we the same club that signs Welbeck as well? We are signing players.
I remember last time someone said be scared or be ready. I remember when Josh Kroenke or what I do had said that
yeah.
nothing happened in summer. We signed good players,
And
but nothing crazy happened.
I remember we signed Sterling also last season. I mean, last day of the window, last hour, and then he came in the post match. I mean, in the announcement video to say that you're going to see a
Hmm.
new version of
Best
me, and
version
that
of
version is the deadest version ever, man.
No, but to be fair, I feel he's doing better here than at Chelsea. Or just some recency bias.
Nah,
I don't know.
he was
I don't
much
know, man.
better at
The only
Chelsea.
thing is the team is better. That's all.
Now
The
that
team
there's
around it.
actually, we've had 4 to 5 public cries of help from the manager and from the players, and nothing's been done. So yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, see, if you are willing to write the season off, okay, fair
Mhm.
enough. I don't care. Just finish second because as
Wait,
it
wait.
is,
No, no,
even
no, no,
look,
no.
look, look,
You
look,
wait. You
look.
no, no, no.
Even
You wait.
no, no,
You
no,
wait.
hold
You
on.
wait.
Even if
No, no,
we,
no.
even if
You wait.
we,
You wait. Wait,
even
wait,
if
wait, wait.
we,
You don't get you don't get to be that person. I know you. You don't get to be that person. That hey guys, it is fine. I understand.
see,
Don't give it a shit.
if we don't get a body in, we aren't winning the league. And even if we get a body in, I don't think we are winning the league. So if you're not willing to sign any player in the winter, then make sure that you get your primary targets in the summer.
Okay.
So
Agree.
it's simple. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
I I always felt that since December, anyways, ki we should focus more on Champions League. Like just full focus and then just consolidate top four. Like that's my opinion.
Hmm. One soccer back,
Oh,
soccer left.
nice.
Very depressing.
Yeah.
What just happened? What the
We
heck
Neto
just
just
in
change the
happened?
team structure.
Neto in midfield, Sterling in goal. Um, Anything else?
I mean, the way Neto
Wait.
played
So
the
Saka
match
at left wing, Nwaneri replacing Odegaard. So right wing is no one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with Vaneri replacing Odegaard is okay. Vaneri can actually better his on the ball performance, but
Mm.
off the ball, what Odegaard does, Vaneri
Yeah.
will not be able to do. You have to be very well drilled to press in a way where it is effective and you're not getting burnt out. And Vaneri has to learn the tricks of the trade because at present he's just going out there expressing himself and
The
Mm.
current
playing
version
the
of him
way
will
he
be
wants
really
to.
good in cameos rather than
Yeah,
just
exactly.
be
Mm.
very good.
And
Over there.
that's the only issue. A player
Mm.
has a few good games, and people are like, "Nah, you have to bin Odegaard, you have to bin
Mm.
Havertz, you
Typical.
have to bin this, you
Yeah.
have to bin that." Nah,
Mhm.
it doesn't work
Mm.
like that.
Okay. And to be fair, right, I'm liking this version of Venere. I don't want too much tactical shit from him. I just
Yeah,
want him to just go enjoy football. Play how you
Exactly.
played in your under 18s, under
Yo,
19s,
wait,
and all
wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. AC Milan striker deal with Joao Felix.
Confirmed.
No Watkins, guys. It's the end.
As if Watkins was coming. As Villa won't sell him in the last minute.
all right.
GG, guys. GG.
Put the second place in the bag, bro.
It's okay. Danny
Mm.
Welbeck, 6 month loan deal. Here we go.
Hey, Sanchez, will bring Sanchez, we need winger.
Danny Welbeck 6 month loan deal. I think he'll do better. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, one more news. A doc retweeted the saying that Joelinton is in London today to see a specialist regarding his knee injury, and he might miss the matches against Arsenal in the FA
No,
Cup
he's actually having a
in the
secret
Carabao Cup.
medical with us.
Nah,
He,
Bruno Guimaraes didn't play the first leg, so yeah, we didn't do shit. So
Oh, that was because anyway,
yeah,
moving
yeah,
on.
yeah, fair enough. No, no, no. Let's talk about the City game, man. Come on.
So this is done. I don't want to ever see that point where Saka played as left wing back. Please, I can't.
no, but I still understand who will play right wing if Saka's playing left wing. That's not the biggest mystery, which
It's
will
a
be
joke, bro.
unsolved.
It's a joke.
Nah, the way I see it, City players were afraid after arriving at the Emirates and looking at the Emirates and the way Arsenal press City is unprecedented in football history.
And
The last one is too much, actually.
Dr. Vivek, out of respect, I think this is a little bit delusional because because I think last season when Aston Villa played against City at Aston Villa home, I think that was the time the City looked completely out of place ever in their history.
I would even point out to another game we played against them in 2021, the first half, where
Oh,
we
huh.
were on.
Yeah,
They were, I
We
think I've
true,
lost
never seen
2-1.
them more clueless than that match.
true, true.
They couldn't handle us in that game.
No, but
Agree.
life's actually come a full circle. This was the same City team that crushed our title dreams in 22-23 when they beat us 4-1 at the Emirates.
Yeah.
And basically, that is exactly what we've done to City this time round. Beating them
Mhm.
5-1
So
and
there's so
ensuring that
many
they
full
don't win the league. I mean, they obviously
Yeah,
can't now.
Aarush, you were
so
saying?
many full 360 rotations have happened in this game, man.
Mhm. Time to
MLS,
time time to do it at
MLS,
the Anfield
Haaland,
also now. Mm.
MLS red card.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can you
then the
imagine if
City.
MLS got the red card? Do you think we would have gotten this moment? It would
Yeah.
have been impossible.
It was meant to happen, bro. It was
Mhm.
meant to
Exactly.
happen
It was
from
meant to
someone
happen.
who came from North London.
True, true, true.
But yeah,
Uh,
I guess
yeah,
but one more thing is I need to ask like what happened with Rico Lewis at City? Like because we talked about
injured,
2022,
injured,
2021.
He's injured.
injured.
He's
He's
injured
injured.
or
Yeah,
was
yeah.
he or is he like
Even
out of
Oscar
favor
Bob.
now?
No, no,
He and
he's injured.
Oscar
He's
Bob both are injured.
injured. That's the whole reason why
Because see, talking
Nunez is
about
playing as a right back.
MLS was in a like at the same age Rico Lewis came in their team.
Mm, mm,
No,
mm,
but
mm,
to be fair to Rico Lewis, he's been catching a lot of slack
Yeah, that's what I read.
from all the rival fans that he's made. He's not good. Again, the
mm,
same thing that's going on with Matheus Nunes. I think he
mm,
has been played out of
Mm,
position and actually
mm,
been thrown into the deep end. Rico Lewis,
mm,
if you ask me, alongside a perfect, a CDM
Mm,
whose job exclusively is to defend the back four in a
mm,
team where he's got a partner like that, he'll thrive, Rico Lewis.
mm,
But when Rico Lewis, see what Guardiola was doing with Rico Lewis was simple. He was putting in Rico Lewis, who's not physical, who's not good off the ball, but he's
mm,
great on the ball. He was pairing him up with similar kind of players. You've got
mm,
Kovacic, you've got Bernardo Silva, you've got Gundogan. All
mm,
three of them lack physicality, but they are great on the ball. So I
mm,
mean,
mm,
it doesn't make any sense. You're asking to get exposed. That is exactly
mm.
what's happening with City's midfield over the last few months.
So, I mean, we'll get back. Yeah, okay. We'll take the rest of the comments in a bit. We'll just come back to the part that we want to talk about.
Yeah,
By the way, yesterday was a double-headed. Arsenal women won in a dramatic fashion as well. They won 3-4, 4-3, 3-4. Was it
three,
3-4?
three.
3-4.
They won. They
Yeah,
won.
yeah, they won. They won, and obviously we had a 9 goals scored overall, which is great because the kind of hype that City put out yesterday was a double-header.
City also
We came
signed a
in.
player.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. City signed
Nico
medium.
Nico
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Mhm.
Gonzalez, 60
Yeah,
million.
and this is how it started. This is how it started.
Deflection.
Odegaard.
Lucky goal. Yeah.
No, when to be fair, right? When Havertz passed it to Odegaard, I was like, can you like just shoot it? But in hindsight, when he missed that open chance, I'm glad he
Bro,
passed it to Odegaard.
I'm not gonna lie, but there were people on our GC on like WhatsApp saying Havertz is not a real striker. A real striker would have scored that. Bro, he's assisted a goal. We are winning 1-0 at that point, and people
That
are
was the
Uh-huh.
right
complaining about
decision.
how he's
That
not a real
was
Exactly,
striker.
that was the right decision.
yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
it wasn't a confident decision, but it was the right decision. You could see
Hmm.
Havertz, fluttering with his foot. He wasn't comfortable playing that pass to Odegaard.
Yeah, he
He
wanted
was
to
in
shoot.
he was in two minds whether to shoot or to pass, and he chose to pass the ball. So yeah, it was.
And even the second opportunity that he got, he took his time. I mean, he didn't take the time, but he took a good amount of time to choose which side he
Yeah.
wanted. He chose
Hmm.
the right side, which was a side that was directly to the corner, which would be difficult to save, but it
Hmm.
missed, which
I don't
was
know why he went so much in the corner. He just had to put it on target in the right side. Yeah.
not really. It is difficult to do.
Because you had the goalkeeper here and you had another defender here already, so you had to like choose the like bottom corner of it.
And he had to
It's
go
hard.
bottom corner because
Yeah, it,
if he went closer to the goal, it would have been saved on the goal line.
Uh-huh, exactly. So
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like
yeah, it
I,
was
I
not a
think
very bad miss, but it was a like it's still a one-on-one chance for a
Yeah,
pro
he
keeper.
should be scoring
Fair,
that. Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
he should be
Yeah, that's
scoring
the
that.
thing.
At
see
least he
it.
redeemed himself, which is
Hmm,
fair
Yeah.
enough.
His
agree.
goal was really good.
Hmm. I mean, somebody tweeted out saying, and it's exactly how I honestly feel because in the entire game he's been brilliant, but that one miss has been like so glaring and like
The
so
problem for
it.
him is,
Mm,
it's just the narrative around him is set now. Like even if he'll play the best, people will
mm,
always take just one moment from one game and be like,
mm,
"Oh, have a like." I've seen like he scored yesterday and he
mm,
assisted, and the
mm,
narrative is still you allowed Havers to score. Like I what it doesn't make sense. Like
mm, mm, mm.
he has like what 15 or 16 goals this season, I think so.
16.
Overall, like not in the
Uh,
league, but overall.
40 goals and assists
Yeah,
also
like
total.
what more do you want from him? There's like he was not going to be the guy who's going to get 70 goals or assist a season. Like, he's not that guy. He's like,
mm,
but he's not being helped. He's being run
mm,
into the ground. Like we talk about Saka, but like Havertz has literally been run into the ground. In the Wolves game, he couldn't even stand up after the full time
Yeah.
whistle. So yeah, that's the
mm,
thing.
I'd just say one thing, the thing is, Havertz can do what other strikers can't do, and Havertz can't do it consistently what other
mm,
strikers are meant to do. So
Hmm.
that's the whole thing. If you
mm,
consider Kai Havertz to be a striker, the
mm,
first word that comes to your mind when you hear striker are goals. So if
mm,
you expect Havertz to be that goal scoring forward, he won't
mm,
get you the goals as consistently, but his off the ball work, the way he presses, the way he organizes himself in the structure, and the way he follows the manager's instructions, it is
mm,
crazy. Because even yesterday, what struck me the most was his interchanges with Martinelli. Yesterday
mm,
it was there were many instances where Martinelli took up the centre forward position and Havertz was on the right. Havertz was drifting in, then feeding the ball to Martinelli, and then he was actually getting in, trying to link up, and then also when we lose the ball, he's the first one to track back, and it isn't to track back like that goes from the opposition's defensive third to the
Mm.
half line. So he tracks back till the time he gets the ball back, and that is
Oh.
not a job strikers are meant to do. So
Mm.
his off the ball game yesterday was phenomenal. But again, it all boils down to scoring goals in important moments, which Havertz has not been able to do consistently.
The thing
Yes.
is, right, the casual fan would always hate him. Like, the thing
Mm.
is,
Yeah,
the casual fan would only see goals assists. But if you really analyze his game, there's a reason why Germany never drops him. When he was at Chelsea, no manager ever dropped him.
Mm.
Arteta
Mm.
never drops him. Like, this is because tactically he does everything right.
yeah.
And
Mm.
eventually, if you do everything tactically right for the team, eventually that'll lead to good results. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the
There's
thing.
also a reason why Real Madrid were behind him, Bayern Munich were behind him, and we ended up signing him.
Mm. And true, true. And
Thomas Partey, man.
see,
What a guy.
I don't
this
know why
guy,
that black band really, really like bothers me. Like it's so out
right?
of shape with the other color scheme of our
What
jersey.
what you
The
trying to say, Salman?
the black color band. Yeah,
Black Lives Matter, guys.
yeah.
We are not promoting
Uh-huh.
anything.
No, no, I just it's so out of scheme with our like old jersey.
Salman, I trying to say something here.
No, no, nothing. I think just his fashion choice are questionable. Yeah,
Okay, fashion choice.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So it could be something like no, no,
I don't want to
no.
get cancelled.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, what do you guys think about Partey's performance? I'm very reserved about it. I want him sold no matter what. No matter he could play his best game. I want him sold. He could play his worst game. I would drive him to the airport to like get him sold or something. But yeah, what do you guys think about it?
I
Man of
think
the match.
he was very crucial in the initial period
Hmm.
where we had five players backing up in front, and he was the lone guy
Hmm.
um waiting for man marking like Marmoush or waiting for the long ball approach, and he used to head out the aerial duels. I think that was
Yes.
very crucial in the initial 10, 12 minutes. And then it was a time when City got the ball and he couldn't do much where he ended up fouling players,
Hmm.
which went to getting cheap fouls. But then
Hmm.
after that, just in the second half, as to how easily he used to regain possession and just break the lines with one single pass, and just
Hmm.
how easily he made those half turn spaces like
Yep.
Hmm.
Parth had already said. It just elevated the whole team and made attacks easier because we knew we had to function through the transition at that point of time. And they
Hmm.
made sure that he had the ball after Rice winning the ball. They made
Hmm.
sure they had him recycle the ball and play those passes. So I think it was a very good performance for him.
So I
I
agree.
think
And
I think I would keep him for one more season because my
uh,
reasoning being like if you see this season he's been playing almost every game like and he's been really good like and he's been like kind of crucial to our performances. Like if you pick up any game this season it's because Party hasn't played in the midfield, like the games where we haven't like kind of not won, like he
And
has either
then,
played at right
then a
back.
game like Aston Villa exists, where both the goals have been
Yeah, but he
conceded
was
because
played
of
at right back. No, he was played at right back.
nah, that isn't an excuse.
But
I
That
I
know
isn't an
that
think
isn't an
excuse.
I
excuse.
think the stat still exists in which the game in which Odegaard, Partey, and Rice have started in midfield
Yeah,
are still
we are
unbeaten.
unbeaten.
It's been
Yeah,
two
so
seasons.
I
see
think no.
that.
So yeah,
Hmm.
my point is not that he is like unsellable or something, but my point
Hmm.
is that just for continuity, like because I feel if we sell him and Jorginho, and then we won't
Hmm.
have, then we'll have to get an entirely new midfield, and then again it's the same. There's no like cohesion
Hmm.
in the squad building. So
Hmm. Hmm.
I
It
think we need to keep him
also
for one more season.
it also depends as to what we see MLS do next season.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because
Because
Jorginho is surely leaving, so he's not going to
hmm.
be staying.
True,
So
true, true.
do we actually take the punt in keeping Partey, or do we completely change it by getting Zubimendi and another midfielder if possible next
Hmm.
season?
Hmm.
Yeah, but then again, it would be like new midfielder. Then they'll have to like
Fair
pre-season
enough.
and everything, and then yeah. So I hope so. Just for that sake, I feel if we keep Partey, then maybe finally we can like uh, think about the winger or striker, and then we,
What I think could happen is that Merino gets transitioned as a six.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
probably. Yeah, he's pretty
Hmm.
good in duels also. Yeah.
The thing with Partey is his back to goal, receiving the ball under pressure is second to none. I mean,
Mm.
Rice, for as good as he is, he can't do those half turns as consistently as Thomas Partey does. And
Hmm.
Thomas Partey is the kind of player who specializes in a certain thing, but
Hmm.
the thing that he does on the pitch
It's
is
brutal.
something that other players can't pull off. And those
Hmm.
instances where plays those line breaking balls are
Hmm.
decisive. So it
True,
isn't like
true.
he's just making the play tick. It's actually he's impacting games with those
Hmm.
balls and the way he defends in a single pivot. If we take out if we take out him being poor on transitions, and
Hmm.
if we consider him to be a player,
Hmm.
uh, solely based off his on the ball abilities, he is
Hmm.
very good at what he does, but he's someone who can cost his games. So it's a
Mm.
trade off. But again, when this guy plays well, he actually lights up the whole pitch. He
Yeah.
is very good.
True, true, true. We'll take some comments as well in between now. Um, Silva is a rat, he's a red, 2 yellow. That is true. That is very true. I can't believe he kicked Trossard and didn't get any cards.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
See, I don't want to be the one, who is crying over refereeing decisions after winning 5-1.
Hmm.
But there was an instance where Trossard was fouled when we
Hmm.
were on the attack.
Hmm.
He was just pushed by, I think it was Mateus Nunes. He was
Hmm.
pushed. It wasn't given a foul. When Timber barely touched whoever the City attacker was, he got a yellow card.
Hmm. True.
The
True.
the instance was the same, but
Hmm.
decisions, were different. So
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
inconsistency, but yeah,
Yeah.
we won 5-1. So who am I to complain?
Theory is a good, but some of his views like inside, and I think Arteta understands the modern game much better than Andre. Like,
YJR, YouTube.
Like YJ, Yash.
okay, okay, explain. Arsenal's
Yeah.
defensive strength is why we defeated City. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could say that too, but
the main reason why we were able to keep City quiet was our out of possession structure. I mean,
mm,
the only difference between us and City last night, I think it was the out of possession structure because City
mm,
was not set up well. The way City's midfield was trying to close spaces,
mm,
it was evident that they lacked defensive awareness and they didn't know what to do because they were not defensive minded players playing in that
mm.
position.
Okay.
So that is the reason we were getting more and more chances because the
Mm,
first half I don't believe was a good showing of how this match panned out because it was just us respecting City a bit too much. And
mm,
when the second goal went in by Partey is when we realized that okay, we can actually get at them and
mm.
put them under pressure. So yeah.
Yes, yes. Mm. Uh, Next one, Nwaneri is ice to the fire of MLS. Nwaneri, okay, so both are exponentially talented, bro. No other individual will take other shots from the fifth goal, and we lagged it. True,
Exactly, yeah. That's
completely
what I'm
agree.
saying.
Yeah. Sorry, right with my bad. Okay.
Oh,
Uh, hey, soy Peter. Only Saka could take that shot. Nwaneri took.
100%. It was pretty similar to the goal Saka scored against United.
But don't you think the accuracy that Nwaneri has is much more than Saka's?
Saka's shot are more of par than finesse, and
Yeah.
with Nwaneri, it's more finesse than par.
Vaneri just settles, puts it in the side net all
Yeah,
the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Saka kind of just beats the keeper. Yeah, like his shots are like, I mean,
I
looking
like how
Mm-hmm.
nonchalant the whole Arsenal team is though. Every time Nwaneri scores, like just
True,
a
true.
normal
yeah,
thing that he does in
that
training.
celebration was cold, man.
Uh-huh. Like
He
this,
did the
yeah.
Saka celebration.
I never seen
Saka
him like
smile, but this.
open like talk like like there are players like who scream or like talk to that. I like never seen
Yeah.
him do
Mm-hmm.
that. Like he just comes on the pitch, he just dribbles two guys, shoots and like
As
That
Vivek
just
said,
shows
Nwaneri is ice to the fire of Lewis-Skelly. That's
and
so
that
true.
just
he's so cold.
shows
Vanir is really
that
cold.
just
Like
shows why as to they believe in Haaland staying humble. They just stay humble.
Mm-hmm.
And people got rattled over Lewis-Skelly doing that celebration.
Liverpool fans got rattled by that.
Yeah, Liverpool fans, not even City fans.
Who
I mean,
invited them in the talks, bro?
I mean, the
Haaland's
thing is,
dad
City fans
invited
were
him.
telling that now
when
they
when
support
Haaland does
Liverpool.
it, it's
Imagine.
fair because he's mocking us, making fun of us. But when we do it, the thing is, you can't do it to him because he's won trophies. I mean,
Hmm.
what's the correlation, man?
It was just quite funny because majority of the Liverpool fans didn't know that the whole stay humble part came, and the Miles Lewis Kelly doing the
Hmm.
celebration came because of what Haaland did.
Haaland
Haaland
did
They
did,
just
exactly.
thought
exactly.
that he's beefing with Haaland for no reason.
Yeah.
Man,
Hmm.
it's
And
like it's just good banter. Like even Haaland like mocked us, and then Haaland's
Yep.
celebration was also awesome when he scored. He was
hmm.
just
Yeah.
like so. This is fun. I don't understand why people
And
get so
it's
rattled
and
over it.
it's also how the media have portrayed this whole scenario also, because you've seen
Hmm.
how Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher
Oh,
spoke about this in the post game. When
I,
Haaland hit the ball on Gabriel's
hmm.
head, they were like, "Oh, it's just banter, it's just fun, it's
Yeah.
just going around. It
Do
could
you
have
want me
been
to
a
bring
red
it up? I
card,
have,
but
I haven't set it up. You want me to bring it up?
yeah, yeah,
I
you
don't
can
even
bring
want
it
to
up."
discuss about Neville. Idiot. Hate
Uh,
him.
But they've
Wait,
just
The
wait.
turned into like this clickbait where they just have to like rile up fans on
Honestly,
purpose, and it
honestly
has to
it's
be
his
Arsenal fans.
worst.
Hmm.
It's his
Yeah, this
worst.
quote.
Like his worst nightmare is going this season. Like Liverpool and Arsenal are in the title race, so he's
Yep.
lost his head. Honestly.
True, true. This is exactly
Oh
what
my god.
I honestly couldn't believe he said this. Throwing the ball in Haaland's head back before running before celebrating
And
however
like
many final laps.
even if you
Hmm.
haven't seen him speak it, you can realize how he must have spoken about it, and he must have
yeah,
Ah,
made that face
agreed.
as to
Completely
how
agree.
disappointed he
And
was.
Gabriel didn't even like do that much. He just looked at Haaland and he like kind of laughed. That's all.
celebrated in
Uh,
his face. I
no,
mean,
no, no.
Haaland,
that's not a
Gabriel used to
problem.
clap at him,
No,
bro.
but
Gabriel asked him to pass his shoe to him, bro. Imagine how
Hmm.
he
physical.
crates
No, I'm
Haaland.
saying, but physically he didn't do anything to him. He just
Yeah,
looked at
exactly.
him.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do like. Uh,
To be fair, Margulies was very petty, but genuinely very, very petty, and I
No
loved
way.
it. I genuinely loved it.
Nah, I'm
So,
not even
honestly,
lying.
Gabriel has walked Haaland whenever they met.
You'd change the jerseys and you'd just see one thing over the internet. Haaland is so cold. Haaland
Yep.
doesn't
mm,
take prisoners. That would have been
mm,
the thing. But
mm,
because Gabriel has done it, nah, he has no right to do it, man. What has he done? What has he
mm, mm,
achieved in his career?
The
mm,
funniest thing
mm.
is we win 5-1 and they're like we shouldn't celebrate winning 5 because we haven't won anything yet. So the thing is you're only allowed to celebrate on match day 38. Like between match day
And it
1
doesn't
to
make sense,
37 you
because
cannot
the
celebrate.
whole concept of football is a joke then, because 99%
No,
of the
that's what
season
I'm
you're not
saying.
going to win
Like
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Mm,
match day 38 only when the final whistle you should see okay now we are first. Okay, now we can begin the celebrations.
mm,
That is the rule it's in.
And we deserve to
mm.
celebrate this victory because of how we've been a stockpile of laughter all these years, and how
exactly.
True.
we've
And
managed to
City has
completely
destroyed us
change.
multiple times, and
Mhm,
they have taken subtle shots at us. It's not even like this season. Like last season, after winning the title, Rodri's
mhm.
feel like mentality is not there and
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
And then they
Exactly.
keep taking subtle shots at us, and then
That
finally
Williams
they
brought in a form.
physically shot at us with Haaland hitting Gabriel, and
Mm,
then they expect us to just win and be like, "Oh, thank you very much for coming." Like it, and not only win. I could understand if we won only 2-1 and be like, "Oh, what the hell we did it?" Like that would have been
mm,
crazy. But we
mm,
destroyed them 5-1,
mm,
and then we
mm,
should even celebrate. And we
mm.
didn't celebrate a lot after the match. We result like after the full time, the players.
It was us fans. It was
Yeah,
us fans who
fans,
did everything.
fans will do it, obviously. Yeah.
That's Dr. Vivek. I mentioned the term footballing history because I
Idiot.
haven't ever
Yeah.
seen any of Pep's team being.
Old lady. Yeah, that's actually a fact.
Mm,
It was the last minute of the game, and Nwaneri was on the attack. I mean, it was last minute of normal time. Nwaneri was on
mm,
the attack, and
mm,
Silva just pushed him or did something. So the
mm,
whole
mm,
crowd was just going ole ole, man. It was
mm,
crazy.
mm, mm.
So you could see how frustrated City players were
True,
looking at
true.
us and how we played.
Mm-hmm. Because this is the first time they've been completely outclassed, right? So I don't think they're even used to like something like this. Kind of makes sense. I saw the video. I thought I could mention it, but I don't want to get any copyright strike and all that. So I just like left it. So yeah. Next comment from Ainsley. The fact that Nwaneri had the confidence to take a shot was not much. with not much game time or experience, is commendable. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Also, reading this comment, like Ainsley is a Barca fan, and it's a fact that
I was about to say.
only the fact that Lamine Yamal and Ethan Nwaneri are the only under 18 players to get more than 2 goals for the clubs, which is crazy
Mm,
because Lamine already has like what 2000 plus minutes and
yeah,
mm.
Nwaneri has like
yeah.
600 minutes or so.
Yep, yep, yep. This is that, right? This is the one are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, 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 yep.
Yamal has got 10 and Nwaneri has got 7. Yeah,
I think
Okay, okay,
Nwaneri
okay,
has
okay.
2 in Carabao, but yeah.
but doesn't
No,
matter.
no,
No, no, I'm
but
not.
look at.
I'm saying Yamal plays all the big games. Yeah, that's.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
there's no comparison between Yamal and
Yeah,
Nwaneri as of now, man.
Yamal, the
I mean,
dribbling video I've seen is insane.
Yeah.
Bro was
I
taking on
mean,
four,
yeah,
five.
Lamine Yamal is the best teenager in world football. There's
Yeah.
no debate
mhm.
about it.
Hey, you forgot Bobby Charlton, bro. How can you say it? Bobby, bro.
Madrid
My.
PR, man. Madrid PR.
Yeah. Next one. Okay, this is done. Savinho is better than. Oh.
No, you can't. I couldn't say that yet.
Mm,
But
mm.
I like how
Savinho has
Savino
been getting
plays.
a lot of stick from rival fan bases and even from City fans.
City fans, exactly.
But
Yeah.
that guy, again, the thing with him is he doesn't produce the goals and assists, but his
Mm,
impact on the overall game.
Mm.
mm,
He's a winger who creates and who is always a threat. But
mm,
the
mm,
fact that he can't get the end product in frustrates those
mm,
whoever watch him play. He's a
I like
very
his
good.
mhm.
play style though. I like
I
his
think
play
Agree.
style.
almost
I
it's
completely agree.
2 games. You can't. Yeah, we can't put anything on him yet.
Almost is
Mm-hmm.
entertaining though.
Yeah,
I like the
That's
way he
true.
plays. I feel he
Mm.
will be a success. Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good.
Mm.
By the way, if you guys watched AS Monaco's English play, I didn't understand why
Ever
they.
ever
They're
since
milking Mika
Micah
Perez,
Beereth
man.
scored that hat trick, they are all about Haaland does this, Haaland does that. We are the only team
Because
to
Biereth is playing for them now. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Micah Beereth
yeah.
is at Monaco. So they were like this tweet, the teams that have beaten, that have won by a 4 goal margin or scored 4 goals. There's something like that.
yeah, I think when Mbappe was there and Falcao was there, they beat City, right? Monaco.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Ha, ha,
That
ha.
team
Oh,
was so good, that
is
Monaco.
But,
that why?
but isn't it weird, man? AS Monaco bigging up Haaland and Arsenal. Why?
And
No,
the
Why?
fact that we just beat AS
Because they
Monaco
have
3
they
nil
have
or
two
something.
strikers who are from Haaland. Biereth
Yeah.
exactly. Ha,
and
ha.
Balogun.
Balogun, all right. Yeah, they've got
Yeah.
Balogun too.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
mean,
Andre. They
Beirut
even went
isn't
to.
Yeah.
really a Haaland
True,
striker,
true.
to be honest.
He's a Wolves guy. He's a Wolves
Who,
Not
player.
Wolves, Fulham, no.
who?
No, Wolves, right?
No,
Who?
Biereth was at Fulham and then he came to Arsenal.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
okay,
thought
but
from
I'm saying
Wolves.
like he kind
Mm,
of came like from our academy
Yeah,
also. Yeah.
mm.
But he's playing good. I think
Yeah,
he
he's
might
playing
be.
really good. I mean, actually better impact than
I was just
Balogun, to be
thinking
fair.
about this the other day. Like
Mm,
people used to talk a lot about Arteta really screwing over the younger guys or not being
mm,
good with them. But even
mm,
the guys he sold, they've done really good in their careers. Like
Yeah.
if you see
mm,
Joe Willock went to Newcastle, a good club.
mm.
ESR went to a proper
Fulham.
Premier League team like Fulham,
Mm, mm,
and now you see Balogun, even though he didn't hit the strides, but
mm,
Lille he played good. Now Monaco is still a very good club. Beret is at
mm,
Monaco. Like
mm,
and then now Nwaneri, Myles, Lewis-Skelly, Heaven and Chido B. Martin, he could have sold to
mm,
any other team. He sold to Manchester United.
mm.
Still, okay, whatever. They're not in a good place right now, but it's
Uh,
still a Premier League, like a big club. Like so, I think
mm,
he does good. He does right by the young guys. I feel that.
But
Yeah,
it's pretty simple. If you're
mm,
good enough, you can play at Arsenal, man.
yeah, that's
And
what.
if honestly, I
mm,
mean the fact that people are saying that nah, we've got Arsenal's best talents. No, if they were Arsenal's best talents, they would have played games and they would have played games consistently. Which Myles
mm,
Lewis-Skelly, by the way, this is his breakout season. This
mm.
is the season where he made his first appearance, and now
But
he's a
I feel
regular starter.
Heaven was unlucky because he's a center back and there's
Exactly.
no way.
He's a CDM who's been forced to play as a centre back.
Yeah,
So
but I think
both
both the
positions take
positions
it.
are like
Mm,
so
exactly.
like good.
But
Exactly.
Actually.
again, it's their careers. They want to
Mm,
get the bag. They want to get game time. So
But
fair
but
enough.
honestly,
Let's
I
go
feel
game
Obi
time.
Martin did a mistake. He could have got some at least little bit
101%.
of game time if he stays with.
101%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
I
would
mean,
have.
I
on
agree,
the
I agree.
hindsight, even for Heaven, it's a good move now considering Martinez has gotten injured.
Yeah, Heaven and
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And he was brought in to play second fiddle to Martinez. So if they are going by what they have promised him, he should be getting game time. And
I
that
mean,
too
can
in the
you?
Premier League.
but I felt he was in preseason. He had good signs. Heaven he had like if he, but they need
But
to
you
develop
can
like he
agree the fact that he wasn't the best youngster
yeah he
along the whole
wasn't
lot.
Yeah.
for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
But
The
also
thing
the
is like
fact
we
that
have seen now with
mm,
Euro how difficult
mm,
it is to adapt to Premier League
Hmm.
and how right
mhm,
Arteta was with Saliba. Euro is
mhm,
struggling big time. He's like
yeah,
making
yeah.
so many mistakes.
Mhm. But can you imagine Manchester United's central back pairing Euro and even like I think they'll be in disaster if that is the case.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
will be
obviously they have
disastrous
Maguire.
because you need in center back. You always need the communication experience.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like doesn't
mm,
work.
mm, mm, mm.
Uh,
Yeah, that Havertz run was so good tactically, but just by that he isolated Stones one on one and he scored a beautiful curler. By the way, guys, genuine question: why do Liverpool fans have stopped? Doctor, you're the one who needs to tell us, not us. You're the one who needs to like diagnose them
I
and
didn't
tell us what
understand
is the reason.
Stockholm syndrome regarding what. Like oh okay okay
Reg-
understood understood.
yeah.
Like the City
Mhm.
always owned them, so now they like City. Yeah, understood.
Oh, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
okay, okay. I
Uh,
understood.
b-
No,
Because
they were
all
not
the
a proper
fans.
rivalry, man. They were just so chummy all the time and just
True,
enjoying together.
true. Now the proper rivalry. It started from Arteta coming from there, and then
Mhm.
getting two of the players. Yeah, again we can talk about all this thing we spoke about last time. Another point. Saka, Nwaneri, White, right side settle.
Nwaneri is not an understudy to Martin Odegaard. Nwaneri is not a midfielder. Nwaneri will never play in place of Martin Odegaard. Please accept this reality.
So what the? That's a good question. What is then Vaneri's long
Ethan
term?
Nwaneri is more of a winger than a midfielder.
You
Hmm.
think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep,
guess so. Yeah,
100% agree.
Hmm.
I feel
Okay.
because his dribbling abilities are really good from the wing. Yeah.
No, but does he have like the pace to like beat players and all that?
He has. Just for the fact that he doesn't look quick does not
Hmm.
mean that he's not quick. The same
Hmm.
is the case with Bukayo Saka. When he
Hmm.
initially got on the scene, he was
Hmm.
quick because he was meant to play at fullback. So,
Hmm.
being a fullback, you have to be quick. But
Hmm.
when he was transformed into a right winger, you don't see that
Hmm.
pace often. You see that
Hmm.
pace only when he's beating his man 1v1.
Hmm.
No,
So,
Hmm.
pace
when
is
Hmm.
not
Maneri is in
necessary
those
for like,
situations, he does do that.
it's kind of like
Hmm.
obviously he's still to reach that level, but it's kind of like Hazard. Like when Hazard was a winger, he was just a
Hmm.
pure dribbler. He was not like a
Yeah.
pace guy or anything. Like
Fair enough.
he just do
Hmm.
dribbling and like yeah.
Oh
The
yeah, yeah. Okay. Now I see the vision. I can see like something like Hazard, not exactly like pacey, but very technically sound.
He's
Uh,
something
uh,
like who could be a winger and then play in that 10 position and play in the wing.
okay.
Like he could do
Same.
the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that
yeah. Hmm.
the reason I feel people want Ethan Nwaneri as a midfielder is purely based on the reasoning of Odegaard not being able to carry the ball well,
Hmm.
because of situations where he's not put in positions where he has to carry the ball.
Hmm.
Odegaard's work is to feed the ball and to be good in small spaces,
it.
Hmm.
and which is why you don't see him running all through the 90 minutes. But with Vaneri, the thing is, he is someone
He comes in
who,
cameos late in the game where you need
yeah,
some guys to like
and
run
and
and
it's I don't know, it's just muscle memory or something. He gets the ball and his first intention is to run
hmm,
with the ball forward. And
yeah.
Hmm.
Martin Odegaard does not have that
Hmm.
because of where he plays, not because of
Hmm.
his abilities. So
Hmm.
that's the thing. The thing that's lacking in the midfield is fulfilled by Vaneri. And so
Hmm.
people are saying that Ethan Vaneri should be a midfielder, but that is not how it
The thing
works.
is, it's also is a situation where a new player comes and everyone wants him. Yeah,
Yeah.
play him, and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
every old player looks like trash when the new guy comes in. Yeah,
Yeah, the, the shiny toy syndrome or something, which I felt
Yeah,
was the case with MLS, but I'm really glad that has not been the case. Because I was
yeah,
like, this guy plays very similar to like Zinchenko, but like, are we
Nah,
just hyping it up because he's a Haaland guy? Are we having too much expectation without exactly seeing how he does it with the, like the men and all that? I had those doubts initially, but I'm glad it has not been the case and it's been like
major
so
difference
smooth.
between Zinchenko and MLS
strength.
is the physicality.
Yeah,
And that guy
Exactly.
at 18 years of age
Yes.
bullies Haaland. I mean, it's not
Yes.
easy. He
Yeah.
held
Yeah.
his own when Haaland was pushing him, and he didn't even
Mhm.
budge. That's actually incredible.
even with
He's
MLS,
very
I feel he should be calm about where he's playing right now. Like if he's playing, if he even wants to play midfield later on in his career, that's okay. But right
Mhm.
now, just get the minutes, because there's the
Mhm.
same mistake. Obviously, Niles was not as good, but Niles came as a wing back and
Mhm.
left back or whatever, and then
Mhm.
he was getting a lot of game time, and then
Mhm.
he got that head spin that I'm a midfielder, and then he fought with Arteta and gone, finished. But
True. True.
That's the whole thing, right?
just
When you
keep your
see a fullback playing well at fullback, you know, the thing is, you see that MLS is a fullback on paper, but in
Mhm.
game he actually plays as a midfielder. But when
mm,
Mhm.
you ask a player like that to say that, okay, you have to play in the midfield, you have to occupy spaces that Rice does every game, it isn't
Mhm.
the same thing.
uh,
Starting as a left back, then moving into midfield,
Mhm.
than playing in the midfield, and then exclusively being a
Mhm.
midfielder are two different
it's
things, and
different
that
things
is where I
exactly.
think MLS shines because of the defensive work he
He's so
has.
good because he comes from left back to midfield and does
Exactly.
that. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Mhm. Uh, this is a nice one. Uh, Football discourses in the gutter celebration police should be banned from watching sports. The city domination have made people forget what the Premier League was about. True,
Exactly.
Exactly.
true. Before, when teams, when the big clashes happened, nobody gave a shit. All they wanted was banter. All they
I
wanted
remember
was
when
such discourse. Yeah.
I think it was 2015 or 14. City we went to Etihad and lost 6-3, and the whole
Mm,
thing was Arsenal got destroyed, Arsenal got
mm,
destroyed or whatever.
mm,
And
mm,
if you see, the difference was just 3 goals. This is 4 goals. It's like, oh,
mm,
City fell off, so it's happened. It doesn't matter.
mm,
There's
mm,
Yeah.
the two teams have been stereotyped. Arsenal has been stereotyped into a club that loses big games, and City is a club with whom
They
winning big
never
games
lose
is
big games.
synonymous. So
mm.
Mm.
when there's role reversal, people will not be able to digest it. So,
I think we
Mm.
haven't lost in 2 3 years now. 2 years, I guess, in Big Six
So,
games.
yeah,
Yeah.
in
we've played
over 5 times.
17 Big Six games, won 10 and drawn
Mm.
7. We haven't
With
lost.
City in the last 5 times, we have not lost.
Yep.
Lost, yeah.
Yeah, Community Shield. Then last entire season we didn't lose with them. This
And this year,
season
This
also not
season,
that. Huh?
the 5-1,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The
It's
5-1 is the
unprecedented,
iconic one.
Even the best Liverpool team has not been able to do this.
Oh,
exactly.
exactly. And then that's what like people not able to comprehend what exactly happened yesterday. And like I put out a tweet as well. I've had food. I took a nap. I studied. I still can't believe that what we did last night was even real. It was it's absolutely unreal. But yeah.
All the football discourse, boils down to how many trophies has Arteta won. So, you know,
Mm,
when you exclusively discuss that, it will
mm,
obviously seem like, Mikel Arteta is a failure. You throw in names like Claudio Ranieri, and then you
mm,
throw in names like, random names, like you'll throw in Oli. So you'll say that, yeah, Oli also finished second with United. So
mm,
how much better is Arteta than Oli? So
mm,
that's the thing, that comes to
I think the
light when
problem is they are
it's
not
not.
willing to let the career play out. Like,
mm,
who knows? Like let him just get him. Like, I understand there is a time is less, but or
mm,
you need to win trophies, but like sometimes it takes time. Like even Liverpool, like the thing is Liverpool, they had a squad which was really good and still they couldn't beat City.
mm,
Like they went 99 points and lost, I think so,
Yeah.
98, 99 points. So like imagine, and I mean that time also people were calling out Klopp, like,
mm.
oh, what, he can't win a trophy, and like 99 points would have won the Premier League in like half the
And till this
99%.
date, the thing is, if Arteta wins a Premier League, he'll be level on PL trophies with Klopp. So there
But
would
Mm.
be no difference between Klopp and Arteta. And I'm like, no, that is
because
not how things
yeah,
work.
that's what. then that's a these people, they don't understand how like managing works. That's the main problem actually. They think that a manager, if they win trophies, is a good manager. If you
Yeah,
don't win trophies, is a bad manager. Like that's the bigger issue.
Mm.
They don't see how
Hmm.
much the performance and the what do you say, the perception of the club has changed in the
exactly.
5 years he has come. Arsenal going into this game 5 years ago would be like guaranteed loss. Nothing to think about
I
also.
wouldn't even have bothered watching the
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
City coming to Emirates was a like 3 point easy 3 points for City before. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Leave these people one game at a time, enjoy the moment. Bro, these people know nothing about football. Half of them are plastic fans. Agreed. Half of them are either like City fans or
I
Bayern
just say
fans.
that they are trolls. I wouldn't say they are plastics, but they
Hmm.
are
True,
trolls.
true, true, true.
I think it's just how I can make fun of the other team. It's all about that. Yeah.
If we win the Premier League from here, Musk will be busy solving his Twitter servers on his own. That is highly
Sometimes I
possible,
just
yeah.
want us to win it to see the reaction, what it would be. That makes me more excited than
Mm,
actually winning the trophy.
mm, mm, mm.
Honestly.
Hey, yeah, no. Hello guys, how are you? Also remember to stay humble. Yeah, we're humble. We're humble.
No, no, no. It's
Yes, we
fine,
will
man.
be
We are still second, 6 points off the top. So
True,
yeah,
true, true.
we
Mm,
ain't winning nothing. We are humble.
yeah.
Guess who's here?
That Ayush. But the thing is, we aren't getting 6 points by beating City 5-1. So the
Mm,
most we get is 3 points. So the difference remains the same.
mm. Is what he said. And also, guys, if you want to understand from Liverpool's perspective, see you guys tomorrow as well. We have him coming onto the stream. Let's just hope it will be something great that we keep doing from here on. Glory Hunters, to be fair, agreed. Agreed. One game at a time, guys.
honestly, it's very funny to see Barca fans talking about glory
One
hunters.
game at a time.
Half of, especially our generation Barca fans, like
Mm.
like me, Suji, when we were growing up, half of the guys became Barca fans just because they're having Messi and winning everything.
I
That's
mean,
that's
isn't that what Madrid are also right now?
Yeah, Madrid and Barca. Like
Mm.
supporting Arsenal in school was the biggest torture I've ever gone through. It's prepared me for life. Yeah. I went
Uh,
to school after 6-3, 6-1. I went to school after losing Europa League final. Yeah,
And that
did all these
time.
things. Like,
oh, European.
Bro,
And six.
I used to go like ballless with an Arsenal jersey after a loss like that,
ah
bro.
ha ha ha.
Uh-huh.
Like we used to have sports period, wear an Arsenal kit, go to college.
Mm,
10
Whoever says
2,
mm,
something,
going to
speak back.
school after 10-2
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Bayern was like,
I was in
mm,
like eighth that time, yeah, eighth,
because
yeah.
because me and Sujit, we grew up in Qatar, so there a lot of Bayern fans used to be there. Like, and then in
mm,
our school, and then they used to come, and I remember they and most of these guys are near my class only, like in just
mm.
our their classroom. And I remember I came, and then they're like 10-2, what happened to Arsenal and all. I was like, shit, man. I really hope we were good in school. When we were in school, we would have enjoyed a
Mhm.
lot. Now I
The
can't even
worst,
talk to anyone.
the worst was when this happened. Remember when Oba missed that last minute chance
Yeah.
against Olympiacos?
Yeah, we are in college. Yeah.
Oh, next day college was hell. Was
Mm.
hell. Hell. Pure hell. But yes, it is what it is. No, I don't think you
Ayush.
guys will win.
Now you were meant to lose against Bournemouth, you were meant to lose against City, you were meant to lose against Arsenal, you're meant to
Mm.
lose against Forest. Nah, you didn't lose, man. You're good.
No, Liverpool downfall is
He's gone
coming after
live.
game week 28. As the comment said, someone said, right? Yeah, we'll do it after
Uh,
game week 28.
who said? Who said? I don't remember who said, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I had to face people after Bayern 8.
You-
Yeah, but wasn't COVID on that time, so maybe
Ah,
Another
it,
there's something.
cherry on the top was Coutinho, man.
oh yeah, cool.
Coutinho scored on loan and celebrated.
I rem I myself remember cooking Ainsley on the GC that time, bro. COVID.
No,
That's
honestly, I,
bad.
I don't know why I hate Barca a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever Barca get cooked, it's like one of my best days of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro.
I remember I was in
Mm.
quarantine when it 2 happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We just so that time was a time when we landed back in Qatar and we had to like, stay in quarantine for like 7 days away from the family. So around that time, I remember
Yeah.
clearly. I watched the final even in the
Yeah.
room.
Same.
Exactly.
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They called me and made fun of me. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember this. So me and my friends made a group chat on Discord, and all of us got on call and destroyed a friend of ours. So I remember that time. It was pure comedy, pure comedy. Yeah, that's it for the comments for now. We'll go ahead with the rest of the stream. Um, okay, you know what? Dan doing a lot of things. We'll just like see first of all if there are any changes in the transfer market as of now.
Yeah.
We know that we know that Nico has gone under medical in Portugal itself. Gonzalez. So that is almost done. Felix, we're done. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, no other news for now. Okay, we'll just stick with whatever happened yesterday. I do want to talk about this kid. I mean, not kid, about this performance. I felt it kind of went under the radar because he didn't score or anything, but the way he was able to beat his man or get into those spaces. What is it?
What is it?
Joao Felix. Here we go.
Oh, Felix.
That's what I mean. Aris already announced it right before when we were discussing. That's why I just didn't cover it again.
Here we go is
That's
necessary. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So
No, but
I felt
no,
yeah.
like a small point, but here we go spoiled transfers, man. Like, look, if anyone follows basketball here, Luka Doncic got traded. It was so amazing. Like, everyone was going off and Twitter was going crazy. And now we
Mhm.
get every news before and it happens. It's so irritating. Yeah.
Mhm. I do not know the impacts of it, but I know that it's pretty bad because
Bro, it's
some of
insane. It's like Saka getting traded for Van Dijk. Like, it's like that. Yeah.
mm,
So you
oh,
had a franchise guy and that traded him for an old defender. Yeah. Like,
okay,
Mm.
okay, then yeah, it's bad then. Never mind. Yeah, anyways, this performance, what do you guys think? I felt he was good. I think with time he'll get better in my opinion. It's kind of scary to see it as well because now that they've got an entirely new midfield, right? With this guy and with Nico as well as a CDM. I think with Rodri coming back or with assuming that Foden is going to play with this guy in the midfield, I think it's kind of scary from
This
here on.
it was, I feel going forward it would be Marmoush and Foden taking up between the line spaces,
Mm,
and it would
mm,
be Guardiola and Matheus Nunes, their fullbacks, actually
mm.
acting as fullbacks. Because even if you saw yesterday, he was in the pockets a lot, and with the pace he's got, he can trouble any defense. And we were lucky that Partey was able to stop
Mm,
him on transitions, but
mm,
the signs from Marmoush have been solid.
mm,
But I'd say that this guy is a bit selfish. You can see that this guy is itching for a goal.
mm.
Marmoush wants that goal. Again, yesterday he had a chance, he took a shot, which was wavered.
True.
But again, he's someone who
Mm,
wants to take the game by the scruff of his neck, and
mm.
I'm pretty sure he'll do very well, man. He's one of
Unless
their
like
attackers.
no, unless like he completely ruins his game, like how Pep did with this thing with Grealish, I think he'll do well.
Yeah,
Like if it like Grealish is hard, just like keep
Marmoush
passing. Hmm.
Marmoush is someone who is an outlier to the system that Pep has generated. Actually,
Hmm.
he's someone who can influence games, and which I
Hmm.
don't feel like Foden can do or Haaland can do without
Hmm.
anyone's help. And
Hmm.
with
Hmm.
Marmoush, I believe that he can be that guy. He was very good.
True. True. What about you guys, Aarush and
No,
Salu?
I already
Any
told you how
comments?
I thought about him. No, just the
Mhm.
same.
no, it's just 2 games. Can't tell anything yet. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, because Bundesliga generally City sign well from the Bundesliga whenever they have
Mhm.
signed. So let's see.
Yeah, and then this literally sums
This
up the entire this literally sums up the entire Kai Havertz thing. He misses a chance from here and then scores a banger. Uh, I don't know what
This
to say.
Kai Havertz is an enigma, man. I mean,
Mhm.
I love Kai Havertz. There's nothing more to say. Like, I feel he does everything right. It's just like his moments just get amplified just more than any other player. That's all.
Mhm.
I
yeah.
think it's
Mhm.
just a perception issue. Like
mm, mm,
I've seen many strikers miss like those kind of chances, like even in games and then score. Like I seen Isaac miss many simple chances too. Like
mm,
people talk about Isaac being cold. Yeah, he's a good, very very good striker, but I've seen him miss chances like very easy. We have seen Aguero miss easy chances. Like it's the striker's job is to be in the situation. And
mm,
if you see some of Havertz misses last Wolves game also, people like, oh, he missed such a easy chance. That was not an
mm,
easy chance. He was run at the diving header or
mm,
diving with the foot or
Yeah,
whatever,
it
and he
was
put
a
it on
it
target in the
it
corner.
was directed right, man, but it was a good save from Jose. So
Exactly, but
mm,
that's the thing with him.
they
And
just ignore every other thing. They see
when
Havertz
someone's
and then they're
match
like,
when
yeah,
someone's watching the game in real time, when he sees that what Havertz is doing with those misses, one will get annoyed. But when you actually rewatch the same game with a different lens, you will realize what he was bringing to the table. So
mm,
that's the thing with him. I can criticize him for not scoring in crucial moments, but
mm.
what he brings to the table, no other striker can. That is why even if you give me Erling Haaland, I'd say no, I don't want Erling Haaland at Arsenal.
Same, same.
He
I
would
wouldn't
not
take Erling Haaland.
he
No.
would not be better than Kai Havertz. He might
Mm,
score
mm,
goals, but I'm pretty sure
mm,
if we've got Haaland, we'll concede some transitions or some chances that we usually won't with Havertz. So
mm, mm, mm.
that's the thing.
Actually, good point that you brought up because yesterday I was thinking of the same thing. So in the Premier League, he scored how many? Close to 19 goals, I think. Okay, in the 19 goals, now we played about the 24 game weeks. In the 24 game weeks, he scored only in 12 matches. So would you take? So it's a question for all the people who are watching this stream. So it's a question for all the people on the panel as well. Would you take a striker who contributes in every game? Or would you take a striker who contributes in one game and then blanks in the remaining games like that? Like how Haaland does. So Haaland has scored
mm,
in 12 games out of 24.
yeah.
Would
That
you
means
want that kind of
in the games he scores multiple goals. Yeah.
exactly? Would you want that kind of striker, or do you want a striker who scores like one goal in each game like that? And like every game possible. Would you want that type, or do you want a guy who just scores in like one game, like most of the time, and just blanks in the like, rest of the game? Well, what kind of striker would you take?
Oh, it's difficult because it depends like on which game you're talking about. If there's like if you're playing a big game and Haaland scores 2 goals, yeah, then that's more valuable than saying Havertz or some ex other striker scoring 1 goal against a mid-table team. Yes, that is there. But
Hmm,
in theory, it should be a player who could give you a goal or assist in more games than
hmm,
just scoring multiple goals in one game.
hmm,
Because if you see the way clubs like City and Arsenal are,
hmm,
if a player scores a goal, that might be enough to win the match. Like even if he
hmm,
scores a goal, but
hmm,
scoring multiple might just increase the goal difference. That's all. But
hmm,
if you're able to score in multiple games, more games, then that's more helpful. Yeah.
hmm, hmm.
Uh,
Oh, what is
there's
yeah.
there's a difference between the way City utilizes Haaland and the way
Mm.
we utilize Havertz. So Haaland is actually the focal point of every attack. All
Hmm,
goals are all
Haaland.
balls or all the decisions that other attackers take are for
hmm,
Haaland to score a goal. And with
hmm,
Arteta and Arsenal, the thing is, Havertz gets into
hmm.
positions to score. I wouldn't say he gets into positions to score, but he takes defenders with him to allow others to score. So
Ah,
there's a difference, there.
Mm.
But if
hmm,
you ask me, I'd want a player who's consistent rather than a player who's good in certain games. But
hmm,
it all
hmm,
boils down to who takes the moment that they get well. Because
hmm,
like Haaland had 6 touches in the first half, and
Exactly.
he scored a goal with a 7 touch.
I think more than game, it's about moment. Like if in a
ah,
Exactly.
game moment, if the player can score, that's more
hmm,
important. Like
hmm,
if like City don't need Haaland to beat 90% of the teams in the Premier
hmm,
League.
hmm,
Like they can beat them even without Haaland or
hmm,
without Haaland playing good. But if he can play really good in those 10% of the games, that's all they need.
hmm,
Because the
hmm,
discourse around Erling Haaland by the commentators in every big game is that he blanks, he doesn't have touches, he doesn't get
hmm,
involved.
hmm,
That's
Haaland's
just
role is
how
not to get involved.
hmm,
Haaland's
hmm,
role is to finish the chances he gets. So he
Exactly.
That's
does what
just
he,
how modern strikers are currently in this generation, as
yeah.
to
Mm.
how they don't link up play, drop deep, and just sit in the box, camp in the box, dominate the box, win
Mm.
their aerials, and just keep scoring. That's why you
Right.
see
Erling
him
Haaland,
like reach 250 goals or something now, right?
yeah,
Uh,
Erling
Ah,
Haaland is a goal scorer. Erling Haaland
mm,
is a pure goal scorer. Kai
mm,
That's not
Havertz
something
is
really what
anything
Arsenal
but
need.
a pure goal scorer. But what
exactly.
Havertz does, Haaland cannot even imagine to do that in his wildest dreams. So
What
yeah,
I'd want at Arsenal is a mix of both
exactly.
mm,
consistency and the guy, and I want a guy who's a natural finisher, to be honest. I just
Basically,
want to see the instinct in the person.
we just need Kai Havertz who can score like consistently.
Yeah.
That's
And
what we
that is a profile that is extremely difficult to find.
exactly. Yeah, that's very difficult to find.
Any profile that we describe in a transfer window is very unrealistic, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Yeah.
You say we get an option of one player, we
mm,
go to dissect each and every part of that player,
Mm.
mm.
and at the end of the day, none of the players fit Arsenal. That's just how our analysis is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That is
Mm.
why I can side with the board not wanting to spend on someone like an Ollie Watkins or a Matthew Stell because they are not the players that Arteta wants to have in the longer run. I mean,
Mm.
Ollie Watkins will affect games, he will impact games, he will win us games. But
Hmm.
do you think Arteta into the season thinking I want Ollie Watkins as my number 9? No.
Hell no. Hell no.
So that's the thing, if you're again, my whole point is if you're waiting for a certain profile and if you have been, following him for over a year now, then you have to get him. And if you don't get him, then that's pure failure on your behalf. So
Mm.
just don't want that to happen. But yeah,
I
basically
still
we're
feel
giving up on the
Arteta
season
is
if
set
we're
on
not signing
Sesko.
anyone.
I still feel he wants Sesko over anyone else.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, not even Isaac.
No,
Or
no,
Isaac?
no. I don't think.
That is
I think.
not.
I think first of all, Isaac is not in our range. Like
Yeah.
the money is
Mm,
not in our range.
mm,
And even though Isaac, even if you're the range, I feel think he likes Sesko because he sees in Sesko a young guy who he can mold how he wants. Yeah,
mm.
that's what I feel. And that's why I
What?
feel if
Mm,
Arteta really wanted Watkins,
mm,
I think
mm,
60 million is very doable. 60, 65,
mm,
Arsenal could
We
have
have the money.
shelled it out. Yeah, we could
Yeah,
have
we
shelled it
have
out.
the money.
Yeah. So, and Villa is in PSR issues, so they would have also taken the money. They have
mm,
signed like, and the signings they've made is kind of in a way ki give us a bid for Watkins that we might
mm,
accept it.
Hmm.
mm,
So,
mm.
yeah.
A long way to go, long way to go.
And also with
Uh,
the thing with Mathister also, I'm like, if it would have been a loan with an option, I would have taken it any day of the week. But if they are, if Bayern is pushing for a permanent move, it doesn't make sense.
It's
No,
And
not
Spurs one
even
is
because
loan. Straight
Spurs
yeah,
loan.
is a
yeah,
loan guy.
exactly.
Not even
I
anything.
have no idea how Spurs have got him on a. Is it a simple loan
Yeah,
or
simple
yes,
loan.
It's a
simple,
simple
simple,
loan.
simple one,
wow,
simple one.
incredible move, man. That's
Yeah.
really very good. I mean, I
Uh,
can't say much. They rejected a permanent transfer of 60 million and they were like, okay,
I
you
guess
can take him in.
Tell didn't want to go to Spurs because long term he knows Spurs won't do anything.
Mm-hmm,
But he knows
mm-hmm,
loan 6 months is
And
okay.
the only thing that makes sense to me is that Arsenal didn't push for Matthijs still. If we
Yeah,
actually pushed for him, we would have had him. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, but
mm.
he get a lot of game time at Spurs. That's the question.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh
But
yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, he'll get. But what is there at this point? They're playing all the 18-year-old kids, all the 90, all the
No,
17-year-old
but he's a
kids.
winger slash striker, right? He plays wing.
Ah,
He plays striker more than winger,
Okay,
Bingo,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
so
then
he
he might
can
get
bench
injured.
Richarlison if needed.
But yeah, he's a good acquisition for them, man. It's a
Yeah.
simple loan, so yeah,
I guess they just need
good for
something Spurs
every party
at this
involved, man.
moment.
Mm-hmm. The Newcastle game prediction will come to that in a moment. Same thing, Carabao Cup coming home. Wait.
It's coming. It's coming. I'm sure we are winning
Even
3-0
I do
with
feel we
Newcastle.
can turn it around, man. I
Even I
feel
feel
St.
we'll turn it
James's Park
around.
isn't
Scoring
disappointing.
early is imperative. You have to score in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in the first half, we can get if we can cut off the deficit. I think
No, it's not
there is time.
possible. I don't think we scored 2 goals in the first half itself. But if we get an early goal, then there will be pressure on Newcastle. And Newcastle has looked shaky of late in
Mm,
defense.
The only thing is we don't
true,
need
true.
to concede like we
If you
have
don't
conceded
concede, I
against
think we'll
them.
Yeah,
score two at least.
Mm, 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 mm.
we have to.
Player who contributes in every game should be preferred, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah, same. In kind of system that we have, I completely agree with you also, Arnav. Dr. Vivek, a striker who isn't just a target man, but an all-rounder. Yeah, not exactly someone like Khalid,
exactly.
but someone like Cuero Alvarez. I still
Alvarez
can't
would have been
believe
so good for us.
so
Yeah.
good, so good. Like, hey,
Lots of profiles like him still.
see,
He's our school friend, classmate. Yeah.
it has to be that guy. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Keith. Look at this guy, big shot. Forgot all of us. Yeah. Forgot the names also, Suchit.
No, it has to be him, right? I swear to God, you like to put me in the spot. Go for
Oh, yeah.
Samu, yeah,
Samu
Samu.
Modern.
Yeah.
Chelsea almost
eh,
had him in the summer. And then he failed a medical or some last second he told no or something. Yeah.
Nah, I think Porto offered him a better deal. They were giving him like he was being marketed better, or he was getting a percentage
Mm.
of the
Yeah, yeah,
fees that was
something.
being used to market him. That was something weird.
Yep.
But yeah, he's been good at Porto.
I still don't
mhm.
know why Gikores is not much on our radar. I don't know why. I
Hey, you don't know. We're going for Nico Williams and Jokeres just today. Today we are going for
because
him. You didn't know?
maybe age is
He's
he's
25.
yeah, he's 25. I mean he's young only, but like he assists a lot also. Like if you see his stats, he has a lot of
Well,
assists
if
and
we are if we are to go by the only game I've seen him in, it was
Mm,
against us, and he was good. I mean, he
yeah.
was
mm,
kept quiet. He didn't score a goal, but his overall
mm.
play in that game was pretty solid.
Like if
Yeah.
you're saying me Watkins or Gyökeres, I'd take Gyökeres like because I feel Gyökeres like he's a new face. Yeah, I would take a new
In
face.
front of
Salman,
Watkins, you take Becker? No, bro.
Salman, I know you are a very good guy, but have you started doing hash or something?
No,
What
I
the hell was that
that's my
statement?
I
opinion.
mean, even if you do hash, you can't come to that
No
conclusion,
no
bro.
that's my
Oh my
opinion.
God.
I would prefer Gyökeres because I feel that he's like I feel he would be some like different player to go for to give some different looks
Different
to the
player to go
opposition.
for in front of a Premier League proven player who
Exactly.
has
The
16
thing with
goals in his season.
I feel age factor is important to
if
Arsenal at
if
the
you
moment.
want to win the if you want to win the league in the next 2 years, would you rather have Ollie Watkins or Victor Gyökeres?
Yeah, so that's a good
I mean,
question.
Abraham.
I mean, I would take Watkins too, or either is fine. But I'm saying I like Gyökeres a lot. Like I feel he would be good for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
1 second, I agree. My prediction could this guy.
I think we can score at least three against them
I think we
without
can.
extra
I
time.
think we can win. Honestly, I'm not even being delusional.
See, we could have won even the United game in the FA Cup. What the hell did we do?
No, like see, momentum is a big thing in football. Like we were out of
Mhm.
momentum, out of form.
And yeah,
Yeah,
Newcastle was just beaten by Fulham, right?
Hmm.
like we are beating City.
That too
Uh,
with the lead.
With the lead, yeah. And was it at St James's? I'm pretty sure Fulham
Yep.
won away.
Yeah. It was at St. James's.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not saying that it'll be easy, but I think it's
Yeah.
possible. It's not like out of the realm like of possibilities. Yeah,
Mm.
I think like
Uh,
I think it's due. It's I think a big performance at Newcastle is due for Arsenal. Like we have been going there and not like performing at our best. I think the players will be up for it. Like they want to show
They have
like
to
we
be.
can win there. Yeah.
It'll
Carabao
be a
Cup is
good.
our best bet at winning a trophy this season. So yeah, we have
I
to.
think Champions
Who's on
League.
the
I
other
feel
side?
I still
Spurs
feel
versus?
Champions League we can go deep. I'm not saying we will win it, but I think
Who's
we
on the
can.
other side of the pot? Spurs versus?
Liverpool. Yeah.
Spurs
Oh,
Liverpool, yeah.
There are Liverpool
Mhm.
is
Spurs
down.
is leading 1-0,
Yeah,
man.
Spurs is leading 1-0.
Matisse still with the dagger.
Wait,
very
wait.
true.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Porto are in contact with Barca for Pablo Torre. Huh?
So
Oh, that youngster.
Okay.
they've
Ainsley,
got
do
like
your
they've got
shit, bro.
200 lakh youngsters. So yeah, they just get
Ainsley,
traded
explain
from
Pablo
it, man.
Torre, bro.
Not a big deal.
Every Barca fan page you go, they'll be like, they'll just sitting random Lamas and name best 18-year-old, best
Yeah,
19.
yeah, that.
I'm like, just decide which is the best. You tell me before you decide in yourself.
Nah, and that's actually a fact. They pick up names, they start them in La Liga, they get man of the match awards, and then they're the best. They are the best, next best thing. That happens every week with Barcelona, man. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And some who fail medical.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember. He failed the medical. Yeah.
True, 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 true. Mm. And I don't know about transfer market, but definitely, I think we have a surprise ready for all of us. It's with
Douche.
Raja.
I thought he
Lord
was gonna say
Rajas.
we are
And
selling
the
Trent.
only surprise that's waiting for me is a Dusan Vlahovic loan, man. Get in.
Dusan Vlahovic loan, where he comes and he spreads toxicity in the dressing room and leaves.
Raja, are
Raja
you
would
with
be up
us?
for it.
Raja got heartbroken. Sesko didn't want to. He didn't want Arsenal bad enough to come on loan.
Man, Raja has been ghosting, man.
Raja, you
This
know
guy
you're on
has
mute, right?
Oh,
been off it. I'm sorry.
is this guy here?
He doesn't want to talk, bro.
No, Raja's just like Foden, man. He's just there.
He got heartbroken by Sesko, but
He's just
Sesko didn't
there.
push for the move enough. Sesko's fault. He's not passionate for Arsenal.
You're one. Okay, okay. Raja said he just waiting for 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I told
Uh,
you. So,
mm-hmm. One last comment, I guess, for now. We have West Ham drawing Chelsea.
Yeah,
West
Oh,
Ham
that's a
been playing better
probability.
under Potter. Yeah.
the potted are we? I forgot about
And
the game
they've
too.
been playing well under Potter, man. West Ham has
Mm-hmm.
Potter
been
is not
playing well.
bad, but Chelsea was horrific
And they just
when he
signed
went.
Ivan Ferguson as well.
Evan Ferguson, yeah.
I thought at least we'll get him on loan. They
Man,
also
but
get him on
And
loan.
they brought back this guy as well. They brought
waterfall
back
from
James
grace for Evan
Ward-Prowse.
Ferguson, man. Not even a year ago, he was like touted to be
Hmm.
the next big thing in the Premier League.
Mm.
Ward-Prowse is
Okay,
back
hello
in.
people.
Okay. Oh, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. 1 second. Just for you, Raja. Yeah. Go ahead. The stage is yours. Yes. You tell us what you think.
How are you people? About
We are fine. You tell regarding the entire transfer market what you think. And regarding the City match, what do you think?
sack Jason Ito this second.
Huh?
Who I don't even know what he looks like, but he's a fucking fraud.
Who's that?
Jason Ito, our
Jason, I
Egyptian sporting guy.
What? What just happened?
our sporting director, man. He's calling our sporting
Oh,
director a fraud.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I was completely lost.
Is he the interim
We
sporting
even
director?
Yeah.
yeah
Okay.
That's it. That's all you have to say. Damn it, Raja. I thought you came with more
yeah
fire, but it.
yeah just sack him, bro. I don't even have
Tot-
energy to even talk about that fraud.
Tottenham are trying to sign Axel Disaster.
Yeah. That is what I have.
He also
It's,
rejected them, and then he also went
mm,
loan.
so far, this is what Chelsea are doing. I honestly can't believe how is Disasi getting a move to a Champions League playing team at this moment. Like, what is Aston Villa honestly thinking? Like, if they gather names, they can like do shit. Because
But some
I
insane level of business from Aston Villa, though. They are
true,
like on a
true,
net
true.
profit of good 25-30 million also.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but tell me this: do you guys think it's actually good? Because Rashford is a big name. Asensio, big name. No, not Felix. Who's the other? Who's the
Malen,
third player they get?
Malan,
Malen.
No,
Malan.
they got in
Marlon for
two big
25
names.
million.
No. Presently in this window, they got in two big
Yeah,
names. Kevin
Malen is this
Rashford.
window. Yeah.
Yeah,
Daniel
Marlon.
Malan's
Oh
good.
yeah, it's starting at two. So they got in three big names. Do you guys think they can really push so that they can like, fight for the European positions as well as like in the Champions League?
For the European positions, yeah, they can do well. But European positions for me means Europa League and the Conference League. They aren't getting top four.
Yeah.
Looks tough top four right now for
They
them,
can they can beat the next team they play in the this thing. Top eight.
but I
Yeah.
feel top
Hmm.
four is
For
like
this.
it generally it shifts a lot, like in this period,
But
like it looks like, oh, some team, but there are, I've seen many instances where a lot of teams in six, seven catch up quickly, like.
the thing with the table right now is, there's
mm,
a gap between the top three and the rest, but the
Mm,
rest comprises of Man City. So
mm,
we can be rest assured that City will finish fourth. But then
mm,
as we go lower down on the table, we've got
mm,
Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Newcastle, and recently Newcastle has been great, but they lost to Fulham. And then again,
mm,
Bournemouth has been good, but they lost a game to Liverpool. So
mm,
there's the
mm.
thing, they are consistent, but not consistent enough to secure a top four berth.
I think Villa will be fifth in the end of the season. Yeah.
The, who are the other
I
teams?
think they're better than
Brentford,
Chelsea.
Brentford, Fulham. Yeah, they're
No,
there
not
and
Brentford.
thereabouts, man.
Brentford is like 10th now.
I
But
Ninth,
think,
10th
the
is there.
gap between 10th and 6th ain't much. I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a 4 5 point swing here and there.
If
I,
that
I
is
was
swing, then
actually
even
surprised
United are in the
Brentford lost to
mix.
Spurs, to be honest. Yeah.
Mm.
But it's
No, I
actually mental that Spurs and United are nowhere to be seen in the conversations of getting Europe. It's
true,
actually hilarious.
true.
Fourth through 11th is separated by 10 points right now.
Yeah.
Mm, mm.
10 points is still a
Uh,
big margin.
It's not much.
Saka
Mm.
return date March also. Will White make it to the lineup again? No, hell no.
Don't think so.
Even if he's fit, he can't just put him in
Yeah,
Newcastle away for
please,
the fit.
please. Yeah, exactly. I would want him to go to like Dubai, get his tan, get his fitness proper,
Yeah, he'll
and
be
then
back
come back.
after that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
What if
mean,
this time Dubai has a reverse effect?
he's just started to train on grass, I think, Ben White. But yeah, his return to the 11, it'll come after our Dubai trip. And with
I
Saka,
think he'll
I'm,
just
I'm
join with
actually being
Saka.
honest. If we are
Mm,
still in contention for the league come March, only then I would, risk playing Saka. Otherwise, let Saka play in the next season. I don't actually care.
mm,
Yeah, but yesterday he was in stadium, he was not in crutches. So I think he's not,
Uh,
yeah, better.
he didn't do his ACL, so that's a good news.
mm, mm,
It was
mm,
not a ACL injury anyways for him. It
Yeah,
was a
exactly.
hamstring.
Yeah,
Hamstring.
exactly. But with
mm,
Martinez's injury most likely looks like ACL.
Didn't
mm.
he get a knee injury before also, like this
Yeah,
season?
Yep.
Yeah, sad. Mm.
This when he was like making sense out of his position and like starting to show signs of what he's capable of.
Yeah, Martinez
He
was
I
has,
doing good
remember
under Amrat.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah, that's
remember
right.
just last week we were talking about how he went double-footed on Adama Traore,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and now
exactly, exactly.
The
Mm.
guy got his
Anyways, yeah.
Argentine
medicine,
thug,
trying to injure everyone.
Mm,
exactly.
Argentine
But
thug, bro.
even if he likes to do that, man,
It's
he
sad.
he was crying after that injury, man. Fair. I mean, sad. That's sad, but yeah, it is what it
mm,
is.
mm,
What happened to Nico Williams? Someone said like
Oh
we are going
yeah,
to sign him.
Raja's got two heartbreaks in the span of a month, man. Sesko not wanting to move, and then there's talk about Nico Williams. Yeah, he's willing to agree terms with Arsenal. It's all waffle, man. He
Suchit
ain't
got me
coming.
excited, but turns out the source was a fraud.
No,
He
what did
ain't
I do?
coming, man.
What did I do?
You were
What
guessing
did
in
I
the
do?
group.
Exactly, I was guessing. And for that, you fell in. No, 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 no.
All the
Then really, I was like,
ITKs, all the ITKs actually cashed in on the win yesterday, man. If we had
hmm,
lost, I'm pretty sure there won't have been any eyeballs being tweeted. That was
true, true, true.
crazy,
Mm-hmm.
man. Acting like they've got any information, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyways, yeah,
to every Arsenal fan watching this stream, please don't get your hopes too high about winning a league or like Champions League because the board has failed the manager, and yeah, uh, I don't have much hope for the season, but let's see what happens.
Bro has started a drama, melodrama. I
But
don't have
he's
any hope.
actually spitting facts. I see
Mm-hmm.
us getting second place in the league, and if we are lucky, we'll get to the semi-finals of Champions League.
Champions League, I feel
Arteta
we
was
can go to
saying
semi-finals. Yeah.
Arteta was saying we'll sign someone. We are trying very best. Like, what are you trying, man?
what
Don't
can he
lie at
do?
least to the
He can't
media.
physically go and sign anyone.
No, he can't do anything, but he can just stay quiet and just say nothing. Like he got us excited, and at the end of the day, like we have nothing.
Raja. First, you said that Arteta
But
was
he
not.
can't come to the manager and can't come in the press conference like board is not
Mm,
giving me anything.
Blame
What can I
everyone.
do?
And actually,
They'll
now
sack him.
Blame everyone.
people were actually holding these opinions that Arteta should be calling out the board. He should be bad mouthing the board. I'm like, no, no,
And he's
no,
never
he
done that.
can't do that.
Like he never done that
mm,
ever. It's not in his.
mm.
Like I was seeing one video was there like a lot of times Pep was fighting with the managers in the
Mm,
when Arteta was as the assistant manager. Arteta was one of the few guys who never do
mm.
like say much bad things about other managers. Like
You don't. No manager talks ill about the board. The managers
exactly,
can only criticize the players. They can't say
Okay.
that I'm not being given the players I want.
unless you're
That's
Antonio Conte.
no,
That's what.
no
That's what.
manager will do that.
Antonio Conte just
No,
went and
this time with Arteta, it's new. Like he never says, "I need players" or like we are looking to
Yeah.
sign someone. He just says, "I'm happy with what I have." But this time he was like, "We lost two players, but we are actively trying to sign someone." And like he was talking on these lines. But
he had to
see,
say that.
if
Yeah.
some,
He had to say.
yeah, no, he has to, but still. I have a feeling like if the season goes really bad or like we end up trophyless again, when people blame Arteta, like he might get angry or whatever and move away. Maybe
No.
we never know.
If anything, we have to credit Arteta for actually having us in the title race in the first place this season, man. With the
No, I'm
amount of
crediting
injuries
him.
and
Like
the
I'm just
I don't think like online fans are one thing, but I don't think the general Arsenal fan is like against Arteta. Like yeah,
you
Mhm.
can't be Arteta out after he's actually kept us in the title race when actually teams like City, who've lost their best player in Rodri, have capitulated. Arsenal
no, I'm
hasn't.
not
And
saying
Arsenal
Arteta
didn't
out.
even
no,
lose.
he's not saying about that. He's saying that the
And
fans will turn
like
on him
he
and then
might walk
Arteta will
away.
get pissed. Yeah,
No, 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 no.
I
The
doubt. Yeah.
the number of Arsenal fans who are Arteta out is actually very low, man, and they're just
Mhm.
waiting.
I think if Arteta really had to get angry and leave, like he would have done it when the season when we started off with three losses. Everyone was telling him to get out, and then he still didn't get out. Like
Yeah,
I think
nah, nah, man. Arteta is the last thing we have to worry about.
I don't think he's like I don't think there's a risk of him leaving. But I don't think he
He'll
signed a new
complete the
contract yet.
project and only then leave.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
So there's two things are clear. Arteta is not leaving without winning a major trophy, and the board is not sacking Arteta for not winning a major trophy. So I'm pretty sure, man.
I think he knows that if he wants to build the legacy, he needs to win first at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like if he goes and wins it any other place, that'll always hang over his head. Like, oh, you didn't win it at Arsenal. Yeah. Or it'll be like Guardiola won a lot of like City before winning the Champions League, but it was always like you didn't win it at Bayern also. And then when finally he won it at City, then only that conversation ended. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Well, we are good, man. I mean, just
Mm.
sign someone if you want to actually go ahead in the season.
I don't know if we're winning the
I
league this
just,
season, but one thing for sure is we're winning the title with Arteta.
Yeah, yeah,
Inshallah.
100%. I believe the
Mhm.
same.
oh,
Mhm.
I just read an article from John Cross Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying we are planning to sign a striker in summer 2026, and groundwork is being laid out.
2026?
Yeah, and also 2027 we are trying to sign a 16-year-old who will be 18 by then.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the club is moving ahead, and
Mm.
yeah, be excited.
Yeah, he's signing no one, man. Fair enough.
Yeah.
GG's.
Mm. Anyways, we're about to come to the end of the stream. Before
Yep.
we end it, what are your honest thoughts about the Carabao Cup? Do you think we can go ahead and like win it at St. James Park? What are your predictions?
Yep.
I think it'll be like 3-1 Arsenal, but I think we might lose it on pens or extra time. Yeah, but I'm saying 90 minutes 3-1 Arsenal. Yeah.
3-1 off. Okay. With 3-1 Arsenal, basically 3-3, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
so
think there's away goals now in Carabao Cup. Yeah, I don't think they have it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so
So
if it is 3-3, it goes into extra time,
yeah,
right?
so I think I don't know about extra time. Maybe pens we might lose it or win it. I can't guess it. But I think we'll win it on pens also. I don't think we'll lose back to back penalty shootouts. Yeah. Mm.
Hmm. What about you, Arif?
I think we're getting over the line. I think we can beat them.
Hmm.
I don't know the
But,
scoreline, but I think I do have a good feeling that within 90 minutes we can beat them.
hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to take all the confidence we've gotten from this win, man. If the 5-1 results in a nothing performance against Newcastle, a performance that I know that we can put up with being extremely predictable and conceding stupid goals. Just don't want that to happen. But I am positive about the game, man, because
If
the way we
each player, if each player even gives their 50% of what they gave versus City, we're winning the game. Because we saw
100%.
every player turn up versus City.
Mm.
Hmm.
I feel he should play the best 11. Like I don't care about
We
like
we can, we actually can, man. We
because
don't play
anyway you're
any
going to
football
Dubai,
for
you're
the
going to
next
be
10
chilling for
days.
3 days,
We
4 days.
we don't
Yes.
play any football for the next 10 days.
Yeah,
We
just
can.
play the
Mm-hmm.
best team. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And Raja, it's been a while since we got your prediction. What do you feel?
I'll go for a 3-0 win for Arsenal.
Three?
Newcastle look a
And
mixed bag, and
You
yeah,
can
I
beat
mean
them. It's not
I think
crazy.
Jolinton is also injured, but we shall see.
I think without Jolinton, they
And
don't
also
have
like
the
our team looks
physicality to
energized.
overpower. Yeah.
3
But I
nil.
mean, I have to agree. Like we have a different sort of energy. Like against City, it was like a
Uh-huh.
really refreshing vibe to watch the game. I
Mm-hmm.
think we'll carry it over to Newcastle and beat them. So yeah, come
Mm-hmm.
on, you Gunners.
Newcastle's result would be bigger than the City win, man. If we can
Yeah.
pull it off, I'm not even lying.
I honestly
Mm.
want a North London Derby in the final. I really want it. Yeah.
I don't want.
Ethan
I
Nwaneri
don't
brace
want.
will be there. Ethan Nwaneri
I
brace will
don't.
be there.
I just want
I,
to. Just that. Like I don't think it has ever happened that North London Derby in a final of a competition.
Uh,
Yeah, that would
I,
be
I
insane.
I don't.
That'd
I
be
don't know.
historic. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't take India Pakistan final. I wouldn't take North London Derby final. I can't. I can't. Too much tension to handle.
Tension, but
Mathi still
historic
Derby, man.
also.
Easy
Yeah.
Mathi still
Bro,
Derby.
bro, be serious, man. You don't want Achikre and who's that guy Dragusin defense against us in the
Dragoshin.
final.
No, no, it won't
So
even
like,
be Dragoshin.
Danso,
It will be Kevin Danso now.
It's okay.
uh,
We'll
we'll
beat
dance
Spurs.
over
Uh,
him.
Don't worry.
And we actually cooked Danso the last time we played
Yeah,
Lawns. So
we
yeah,
we beat
it
oh,
them in
was.
the final. There's no issue.
I
That
don't know.
that'll be so much better to beat Spurs in the final and win the trophy. Yeah.
What a win can do to us, man. We are actually talking about playing Spurs in the final when we have a two goal deficit to cover in the semi final.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
Thankfully,
Mm-hmm.
our goal rule is in there, so it will help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then. Well, that's it from us. Any final predictions in the comments? We'll just wait for about like 10 seconds and then we'll end this stream.
Yep.
Anyone? Any final words? Aarush, come on, do the countdown.
done, bro. No one said anything.
Done? Okay, that's it. Okay, then thank you so much, guys, for like turning up. Let's hope Arsenal can get something done in the next 6 hours, 30, yeah, 6 hours and 25 minutes. Okay.
Yep.
Till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're in the world. Bye bye.
Right.
Yes.
But